Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the ETF2L Season 32 Division 1 Grand Finals between liest Doof versus Clarted for our 3-map series, and I'm joined by Beta on production and Kermit as my co-caster. How's it going, buddy?
Not bad, how are you?
I'm pretty gosh darn decent. Looking forward to seeing these teams fight it out. Division 1 been a pretty good season for them in Division 1. It's been like a bit backwards and forwards between teams, a lot of toing and froing of who's getting wins and who's not getting wins, but overall it's fair to say that Clarted have been omega dominant throughout the entire season.
I could not even pretend to tell you what's been going on in Div 1. I have not kept up at all. I did know Clarted have been winning, but that's because I kind of expected them to be doing well from the get-go, to be fair. They've got a relatively stacked roster. I think we did cast them before, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, we
in
did.
The regular season, and again, I think they did pretty well.
Aye, indeed. And they're against the Germans, who dropped out of Premiership Division last season, hosting their roster of Clip, Voxtech, Fishkopf, Stefan, Warherje, and Menti. War, obviously, being the big name on that team with, well, actually it's quite stacked overall because you got Big Shocky over there and you got Big Clip and Fishkopf also making a name for himself in the scene, which is a pretty big team for them overall. But on the other side we have Gazi, OJ, Charlie, Matty Azien, Cars, and
Vuri
and
is
Vori,
the scout, aka gym leader Sabrina on the server. Top name. Good Pokemon reference, I can appreciate it.
Yeah, they're all Team Galactic for some reason. That's what Clarted has turned into.
I don't know if that's on your generation of Pokemon thing, but you know that replaced Team Rocket. Is that what that is?
Yeah, we're talking fourth generation.
I did not play that.
Yeah.
I played 1, 2, and then 5.
I played all of them because I'm a sad boy. But the maps that we're seeing, the maps that we're going to see for this grand final, Kermit, don't know if you know what they are, but Vori decided that they were going to pick Process first, then the Germans picked Granary, and the decider is Sunshine. And also we're going live.
Map prediction for Process?
I think we're just going to see, Clarted win Process and Granary. I don't think we're going to go to a third map at all. What do you think?
Are you thinking 5-0 roll?
I'm thinking kind of rolly, yeah.
Okay. I'm thinking 4-2.
Alright. I'll go with you on that. But we are seeing them come to the first mid, OJ getting a nice fast rollout, and the team of Clarted making their way over to the right-hand side right now on the blue side, but they're just rushing forwards. The red team have taken no real ground, but we are seeing the first bomb come from Fishkopf. Doesn't really land on anyone. Gets some nice damage onto Matty AZM, but we really can't find anything else there. As OJ gets taken down, Fishkopf is the first to die. Gazi goes down as well. The red team finally picking up some pace, killing Matty AZM, getting him down low as well, and pushing back the blue team. And looks like it's going to be a first mid to the Germans, but they're not done. They're pressuring forwards right now, Kermit, trying to get them out as far as they can, and just getting all of this room for free is kind of interesting for them already.
Yeah, Clark just got kind of stuck in a corner just next to like the red forward spawn in mid there, and they didn't push forward. They lost a couple people, and then they couldn't retreat either, so we're getting cut off, I think, by Fishkopf. It is even Uber now, but there is an injury up for him on Gazi. Don't know if Clip might go sniper. He was, okay, we've got a soldier in. OJ does not hit Menti at all.
Yeah,
he is in fact perfectly safe.
Just a bit of a sack play coming out right now, and they are deciding that they're going to build a sentry gun. Both medics lived, so they're both retaining their Uber charges, so we might see a bit of a stalemate. But that sack coming out from OJ was a pretty good way to start trying to get the force up at least. But
Voxy feeding?
No, not feeding, probably sniper play, man. What do you think?
I watched them run into stickies, Warsaw stickies, and Boxman into them. Yeah. He might go sniper now though. You know, could be right.
Yep, he's respawned, he's opening the spawn door.
Standing there we go.
Spy. We're gonna see the spy.
He's left spawn.
Yep, he's coming out.
He's hard committing to this. But what watch is he on?
It's the important part.
Yeah, he's got the Invis watch. Ooh, I'm not a fan of that. Gonna be pressure. He has to get a play kind of quickly here, and he just jumps. Just goes for the ammo pack and just jumps straight into a direct. That is why you do not use the Invis watch.
That is why you use the cloak and dagger, boys. Only cloak and dagger, nothing else. Everything else is kind of garbage. But they have decided that they're going to go in deep on one because there's no real pressure on it. They can start spamming the gun, but to no real avail as
They
Matty
did
doesn't
get
rotate.
Gazzy down as well.
Matty and War taking a 1v1 in 2 there, and War gets the frag and gets the better of his clip comes to help him out. It's going to be good for them now that the demo's down. They're going to want to take a trade with this one, try and get the sentry gun down. War is starting to peak. He's taking loads of damage, however, and they actually use that too, but Menti was in really deep there. And Vox taking it as well. But it looks really bad for them. They're going to have to leave this one, but War comes back in through 5 and pipes down the sentry gun, which is good for them. And Kars is still in on lobby with the super. War has been caught out on 5, and it's looking rather dire for him right now as he gets sandwiched by scouts and goes down. And also, Shocky is running in right now as well to try and get something to happen, but can't find Kars. Kars just living through everything there, and they're going to be able to. Clarted are going to be able to retake a second off the back of that. Menti getting low as well, getting pushed out there.
Yeah, I think Stefan just saw that War piped Kars and just tried to get in and see if he could get the pick, try and salvage anything from the push. I'm not sure what happened there. Like they were set up for a decent Uber with War there. Like just could have got the sedge, got a force, but I don't know. They just completely fudged it up.
They fudged it up indeed. He's also
And
started
it's
committing.
pretty much even Uber here as well.
Yeah. It looked like he was expecting an Uber and really didn't find anything. Charlie goes down to the pistols of Shocky, but they are going to one man advantage push off this one. Start forcing them back. Gazzy takes loads of damage and actually gets spammed at range and goes down. There's a 2-man advantage for the side of the Germans, which is really good for them. Matty is in fact caught out here on second, and this is looking rather disastrous for them now as they're 3 players down and long respawners on Matty AZN. This is going to call for our last push now, Kermit, as they are making their way in. There's loads of cats coming up from Voxy already. Menti still hasn't popped the Uber and Kars has popped first. An excellent red Uber coming out from their side right now, and they're just forcing them all over the place. They've actually decided for Gazzy on the Pyro. He's doing so much work, forcing them all the way from the point where the soldier's going to collapse on him. The stickies get detonated from War. Kars walking onto the point to defend it, and it looks like it's going to be a hold coming out from Clarted. War getting insanely low and is just going to get out there with a slither of HP, 4 HP. In fact, he's actually walking in through 5 and does get caught out by OJ, and that's going to be almost a wipe coming up from the side of the Germans there. Very close.
That was a really weird Uber from Kars as well. He popped like so early when no one was even like weak or really all that threatened. Menti also could have just waited a good bit longer and got a much better Uber for himself, but chose not to. Charlie's in on mid though. He jumps out to safety. Fishcop getting a nice mid-air arrow. Clip in on Kars.
Doesn't really
Wonder
find
up it,
anything
but
there, and they are going to be able to retake mid off of this one, Kermit, and it's looking good for the Ubers for the side of Kars. It's got full Uber advantage to play with, and they are just going to use this one to take second. Whether they want to use the Uber or not, it's up to them, but they are just bombing OJ in really early to get a ton of damage onto the side of the Germans, and Fishkopf in for some nice pressure, forcing back the side of Clarted, choosing not to use their Uber, and just want to back out of this one as they are 2 down currently, not wanting to commit at all to that one, but Kars now has to
still
use
doesn't
Uber.
have Uber though.
Yeah, Menti is super close right now. Gazzy is getting straight on top of Menti, but can't find the frag. Insanely low on the side of Menti, but it's going to be probably a win coming out from the Germans there for that one.
Stefan get out.
Yeah, oh my god, he actually he escaped.
He was like 3 HP or something on middle, like in a 1v4. He should not have been able to get out there. But yeah, that was like just Vuri dying to the stickies at Sur, and then oh, here comes Uber on to Stefan as we say.
This Uber is... Yeah, this is nothing now. With War going down to Matty's stickies, they're going to want to get out of mid because Clarted are in fact still in. Yeah, and they are in behind, like you said. They've got pressure from both sides. We're going to see a pincer maneuver coming out from the side of Clarted, and Gazzy doing so much work. He's still alive on the point, despite being insanely weak, and Menti has to get out of there, and Kars has got 90% Uber charge, and they're making their way into lobby. There is no traps set up as War is only just respawned, and he's got stickies on the point. They're going to play this one really early, and it looks like they're going to get this cap almost. It does get a flash, in fact, because they have to take down the Putis before it rapes everyone and kills them. But they do, in fact, manage to find the kills. Vox getting insanely low on the point. Fishcop getting pressure back. Stefan doing as much work as he can onto OJ, but not finding the scattergun frag too soon. And unfortunately, there's just War left alive. He does go down, and that is a tragic like turn of events there for the red side.
Yeah, War getting dropped from that Uber and choke was like kind of one of the crucial things where he was just about to get flash on pressure, and Menti was turning to look at him, and he just died. That just completely messed up their push onto mid, and then just kind of meant that Clarted could just go through at every point, knowing there were no stickies up.
Very,
kind of won them the round.
Yeah, it did in fact win them around there, because War had a really long spawner, so it took forever for him to get up on last, so he had no traps available. But we are seeing the second mid-fight, ladies and gentlemen. That's 1-0 to Clarted so far. Let's see if they can keep up this momentum as Matty gets gone on, but Clip doesn't manage to find the frag. And it is having OJ going behind onto War as well, and Menti is in fact dead to the rockets of OJ. And Cars is just walking all the way back into choke, probably to bait some players forward. Fishkopf and both scouts still alive for the side of the Germans, and retaining that Uber advantage, probably the smart play, Kermit.
Yeah, definitely. And War getting some stickies up here, hopefully. We'll get to see someone die. I think this would be the third death to just a trap not being checked. No one should die to this though. These stickies aren't very well hidden. Yeah, with a full over, they're going to go PC here.
Yeah,
it's a really easy force for Fishkopf here though, or should be if he watched the door.
He did watch the door, but they use
very early.
Yeah. When you come through that door, you want to use kind of early, otherwise it's a complete disaster usually, and you get dropped by the amount of spam that can head through that door. But they find 3 kills with that Uber, so excellent Uber for the side of Clarkson. They're going to come all the way through now, straight onto second, and Menti.
Charlie's.
Oh, he's in deep. Oh, so Matty. Oh, Matty almost dies there. He goes in through one and nearly gets killed. Does pick up an arrow from Cars, and that's a excellent for the side of Clarkson. But Menti has 85% Uber, so let's see if they want to push this one out, Kermit.
Don't think so with the clip on heavy here. They might try something, might just leave clip on last and still go for the Uber here. Which it does look like they're doing.
Yeah, just like they're probably just going to come straight out this bomb door. They have popped down the Uber onto War, and War is just Wing forwards and does go for the jump onto Sewer, but doesn't find anything at all, and they are starting to get this recap. But it looks like Clarted are going to recontest from IT as they pop out their own Uber, and Menti is caught out here, completely out of position. Menti gets absolutely crushed and finally dies to the pistol shots of Vori right there, and Cars also getting quite here. Clip goes in for the bomb, finds one rocket, but Cars won't die. That is just insanely well played from Cars to avoid most of that damage. And Voxy also caught out here by Vori, taking a 1v1. Voxy wins that one, in fact. And OJ getting pushed back by the scattergun of Stefan and Warher as well, managing to force them all back. And Clarted are going to leave.
OJ's hiding in PC here. He might be able to get a pick. Nope, he's just going to play it safe. Or tried. Oh
no,
a late rollout of Stefan coming back.
Yeah, he also beefed the jump and hit the ceiling, fell down. That was it for him, and Matty getting killed by Menti. An arrow at range, well played from Menti to take down Matty. That's going to open up the push for them now, Kermit, just off an arrow kill. Yeah,
there's no stickies, like there's no real pressure, there's only Charlie's, the only spam available. Yeah, they're just out. They actually feed Gazzy as well there.
That's unfortunate, but Gazzy dying, not too much of a problem now that they've all respawned on last. The Ubers are going to even out, so we are going to see a stalemate come out for these sides, and should see a sack coming from the side of the red team probably soon. Voxy's probably going to go feed and come up on the spy. Does eat a rocket, but doesn't die in fact, and is just sort of chilling out. Yeah, indeed.
I'm going on to the engineer class.
Oh, careful, War. Picking
Let's see what happens. Could be here for some time now with the engineer up.
Gazzy's got Frontier Justice.
I love it.
Yep, let's see those Frontier Justice crits come in. Hopefully when they send in a sack, that sentry gun picks up a kill.
Very super overextended there. He is lucky that he got out alive there.
Playing
just standing on the stairs with like 3 people in front of him.
They are the blue side of Clarted opting to do a forward hold for this one as well. I don't disagree with it. I think this is an excellent idea, to be honest. Keeping the pressure up, giving them a hard time to get on top of the sentry gun early is a really good idea when you're holding this last, in my opinion.
Well, their gun's still not up, so they kind of need to keep the pressure forward. They actually get Fishkopf.
Oh,
I thought Charlie was from Charlie.
Yeah, I thought Charlie was going to escape there. He got forced back by a sticky from War, and then War with the long-range pipe to take him down. War is a threat in this game. He's doing such a good job, and Clip spams from 2 and manages to take down the sentry gun. And also, it looks like Vori is going to go down as well, so it's 2 down for the side of Clarted, and they are going to start coming in with a super. They have popped out, Menti's popped first, and that is going to leave Cars with an extremely good Uber, and there are stickies onto the point. They can see if they can chuck them up into the air. Menti is starting to run away and get out of there, and it looks like they're just going to escape from this one. In fact, they recommit, and Fishkopf is in through 2, and Voxy getting insanely low as well. Burning down to Gazzy, and they managed to pick up that frag eventually, and it looks like Cars have managed to find their feet on this last hold. And we are seeing a bomb in from Clip trying to get on top of Matty, but Matty just won't die. And Stefan gets in now, and it looks like they have taken down the Demo Man, which is excellent. Nice pipe from War, pipes OJ straight to the floor, and War in fact does indeed go down to Vori, and it's a nice pistol frag coming out from him, and Menti is just going to escape, and that was looking very good for the Germans for a brief period of time.
Yeah, it seems that they just can't. They either can't get cap time, or just seem to not go want to get the cap time and just focus the frags more. But no one was dying. They just didn't have focus fire, and they just didn't have enough damage. Really, it seemed to actually get anyone killed. They spent a lot of the Uber, like killing one sentry gun. Gazzy put a second sentry up on spawn. He switched and then went pyro. And it took them so long just to deal with him. Gazzy was like say instrumental in that last ult there.
We are seeing a Fishkop come into last, does eat a rocket from OJ and is forced all the way back there, and we are seeing Charlie manage to kill War as well, which is an excellent pick to find when you're trying to hold this last. In fact, they might try and push out here as they are opting to start moving their heels towards lobby, and Vori is starting to poke and prod at their team. Matty comes forward as well. I doubt they'll do anything off this Kermit, to be honest. They are seeing what they can try and get, but probably going to back away from this one. A demo pick when you're trying to push out last is barely anything.
Yeah, and if they wanted to counter-attack, they were just way too slow in getting that done. They had to go like as soon as War died, really. But yeah, I don't think Charlie definitely didn't have the health for it. But I don't know where OJ was.
OJ was chilling out. But they have opted for a sniper. War is out. The sniper now just poking a product. He has been called out by War already, so surprise factor of the sniper is now gone. OJ in fact just died to Fishkop. Fishkop goes down to a body shot there in trading out the damage.
I'm going to sit on this booty cam, see if we can get something done.
Yeah, I'm praying. He's not going to find Menti. Menti's in a really good spot to not get shot. Just on the ramp there. Oh, nice shot onto Stefan actually to take him down.
That's a dangerous angle.
Hits him in the kneecap.
Very strange he's opted to use the SMG inside of the Cozy Camper in 6s, unlike 5CP, like the Cozy Camper is just like the best, just from no knockback and you get your health regen.
Yeah, because
you've actually got an Uber coming in here.
Oh, Uber exchange coming out on this last point as well. War going in nice and deep, going on top of Panic, and OJ spots him out immediately and says, no, I'm going to come after you, and Gazzy's also going in, and War sticking himself off so he doesn't get caught. But he's doing absolutely nothing in this fight because he's just trapped. But it is raining stickies down onto that point, and OJ's just trying to direct him. He does get an arrow from Menti. Cards gets a saw kill on the point, and is avoiding War. Rolling in, he gets him, and Cards is still alive! Oh my god, that's insane! Cards is turning up in this game. You know he hasn't died yet.
Yeah, no, it doesn't seem like he's really been focused all that hard. Like, he'll take some damage and he's just getting straight out. He's not hard committing really to many pushes.
No, he doesn't really need to in many of these pushes, and because his team are just making so much room for him. And as I say, like Gazzy just won the first kill. Yeah, exactly. This is what I mean. Like his team just they out DM and out frag them. Like in most of these fights, and Cars can just wait back in the choke and chill out and doesn't even need to do anything. But Clip goes in for an early bomb and does manage to force Cars. Yeah, that's an excellent play coming out from Clip, and they are going to force him all the way back. But 3 players dead inside of the Germans is kind of hindering.
Boxing fish spawn now though, at least.
Yep.
It might get something done. No,
they have no
I don't think
Uber
so.
advantage as well. Menti's got large ad, so it looks like they are going to try and make something happen now. Kermit through
Might do the same as before. Yeah.
Excelente.
Except, yeah, clip on heavy on last. Fishkop with a very strange jump there. Oh wait, OJ's hiding in just near top PC.
Hasn't been spotted.
Yeah, I don't know if he's gonna. No, he's not blocking.
The scouts aren't looking. It's probably been called that Menti is coming into mid. So also Gazzy in behind as well. They're going to probably make for a back cap play coming out from their side. And Cars is also escaping.
Clips and rollout though.
And Cars does in fact get his Uber charge, and both of them die on the point. The scouts get back to them and take him down, and that's just a load of players down for the side of Clarted, and they're not going to be able to defend second with this one. Cars still has his Uber, and we have got respawning players in 1 second. Is he going to get forward spawn? Doesn't get forward spawn. Oof, that's unfortunate. For the side of Clarted, if they can block this one with an Uber, it's going to be excellent. Cars is coming for this one. He did want to take that trade. Charlie's also in. Nice catch from Cars to save him. Man, he's diving in deep, finds Fishkop, and Stefan getting pistol whipped out of there. And it looks like they're going to be able to hold this one. A good initiation from Cars there, walking forwards, but maybe not the same page as the rest of his team.
Yeah, I saw that. Just like him running like so far ahead of his scout. It was definitely the right play to make though, and it looks like we've got a pause here.
Ooh, Charlie. It's in the Charlie pop.
I'm liking seeing the Charlie and in the choke, but also both scouts just double jumping right next to each other in choke as well.
With their mushroom hats.
Can't see hats, but let's see. Yeah.
Each and every one of the members of Clarted have mushroom hats apart from Charlie.
Ah, yeah. No hats mod. That's a shout out.
The scouts are perfectly in sync.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah, they're
With
just
their
right next to each other.
They've got little slippers and little mushroom hats.
With the dog tags just kind of floating around.
Yeah. The synergy from the side of Clarted solidified in a pause, and it looks like Charlie's going for a sack here. He's maybe going to pressure with OJ. They might go for a double sack, which is potentially the play. Because if they can get Menti with this double sack, it will mean that they won't be pushed back to last, because Menti has the super advantage to work with, and that will mean that they'll be able to go into second, and if they don't use, they might be able to go straight to last with it. So we'll see what will happen. So maybe a double sack is the call here.
Maybe, or what they'll do is just Charlie will jump in, land, and then just try and jump out again, and at the same time OJ just wanders in from PC and just hope that all eyes are on Charlie, really. But
Yeah,
Stefan,
depends.
he's not looking quite towards PC, but he might, if Charlie's plan, if that is the plan, he might just like commit on getting Charlie down if he does survive long enough.
I really like War's double chin loadout. The double chin is excellent. Yeah, he's got his cats on there, famous War cats. If you haven't seen War's cat, it's adorable. Go check out his stream.
I think I'm more
Twitch.tv/Warrior.
interested in this scattergun that Burry's got, the unusual with the 4-leaf clovers. That's
yeah.
that is very nice.
C'est magnifique, that's what it is.
Don't think we've got any other really interesting weapons or loadouts on the server though. I think War's got an unusual weapon. Oh, it's his stickies. He's not got them out though. He's just got his pipes. All these fancy weapons.
A fancy weaponry, man. The only fancy weaponry you have is an Australian sniper.
I'm
It's a
hoping
fancy,
that
fancy weapon indeed.
yeah, I'm hoping that the ones like neither of the medics have timed out here.
Yeah, because it'll be unfortunate if Menti's timed out, because that's all their advantage is just out the window.
Yeah.
Or they'll do what they did last time, because I know Clarted are pretty good at being nice about that kind of thing. They'll give them saws to give them their advantage.
Yeah, just.
back.
I wonder if like the pause thing, there's the plugin for source mod that will like preserve the Ubers during a pause. I wonder if like one of them times out and then they unpause if the Uber will be restored. Not really sure.
They'll have to pause before the timeout happens, I think. Oh wait, no, they'd still get disconnected and put back in the spawn door, wouldn't they? So that wouldn't matter.
Yeah.
Okay. Unfortunate. Anyway, so out of this, what do you reckon is going to happen from here? Who do you reckon is going to instantaneously die? Because somebody's going to perish. Charlie's going in through choke. Is it going to be OJ?
I will answer that in a second, but I'm just my boy Etienne in the chat is asking for the name of the bald guy who has the same accent as me, and that turns out to be Admirable, who is not from the same country, but just wanted to give a shout out to that going on there. But yeah, Charlie is definitely, if anyone's going to die, it will be Charlie here. There's no one else that's in a position to die.
Charlie's got that big 254 HP, but he's going to hit that second jump, going around about 230 health. Gets air piped by War. Gets triple air shot by Clip. Alright,
he just lands on the rock on the scout's face, yeah.
But it's like they're going in.
OJ did get in onto Stefan as well.
Yeah, very nice. And Menti is actually all the way back in check, but holy moly, I need to HUD reload scheme as looks like Clarted won out that fight, and Menti did escape with Fishkolf, and that was a really nice drive push coming out from them.
Yeah, like, especially with Charlie landing on a scout's face, that went a lot better than I'd expected it to. I thought he was going to get a much bigger jump, much deeper onto mid, but no. And somehow it still paid off. I think what I said maybe did happen where Stefan wasn't actually looking at PC and OJ just got straight through onto him and got the frag instantly. And
Okay, this is an interesting Uber trade they're taking right here. They're going through IT. Oh, immediately denied. Matty AZM with the sticky trap to deny Ward's jump and kill Fishkov. And Menti is insanely low as well, but does manage to escape on a slither of HP. And it looks like the scouts are going to get taken out as Matty pipes him down. And he gets directed by Charlie. Clip getting scatgunned down as well and dying. And Cars manages to survive through all of it. And looks like they are making their way to last. Matty is already in. He's sticking the left shutter, and it looks like Charlie is in deep. Insanely low right now, but does find an arrow from Cars to keep him alive. Fishkov getting low as well, and it looks like we're going to have Vori on the point. Menti trying to block, but not getting anything done there. And there's going to be 2-0 to Clarted.
Matty almost dying on the spawn there. He was chasing through rollout, and Menti tagged him with an arrow and just missed for the second that would have killed him. And so that's when the pause. What's happened here? Someone.
No one disconnected, it would seem. Maybe a tactical pause? Maybe it's on a thick whip. Anyway, we're going into another mid and Matty dies immediately. Clip going in with a nice bomb, but he does get cleaned up, and it looks like they are going to commit to this mid as they are all staying in for it. War gets low, it does get taken down. It's looking very good for Clarted right now as they got the position. And Cars gets bombed by Fishkov, and Cars is still alive! Oh my, he does survive for once, but Voxtech comes in and pistols him down and manages to get the first kill onto Cars this entire game. And it looks like Charlie is just in on mid and is trying to escape right now, trying to do some backwards rocket jumps to get out of there, and does manage to escape, and that's going to be a first mid win for the side of the Germans.
It seems like all these mids have just kind of happened in this left-hand corner next to the blue sewer / red PC, where the mids have been decided. And oh wow, Gazzy was fast in getting on Ninja there. That was the fastest I've ever seen. Charlie's maybe gonna nope, he just has a nice splash rocket for the logs and runs back to last.
Yeah, once again,
I wonder if he's going to sack or something there.
Yeah, the damage on the logs is important for these players, of course, rather than winning the grand final. Well, yeah, it's coming in. Doesn't spot the sentry gun. No one checked for it. Denies the entire bomb. They are playing the point immediately. Foxy gets bombed by Charlie. Does go down with Stefan. Getting on top of that point. Does get Roxy down as well. No scouts for the side of the Germans. And Clip above the point there, distracting as much as she can, but Gazzy is just playing with him at this point. Menti with a nice arrow to Clip. Clip recommits, however, and does just die to the flames. And Warher, yeah, getting W plus M1 right now, goes down to 1 health and ticks down. Also, double kill for Gazzy. Excellent play from him to deny that point entirely. It's interesting to see this pyro come out on Process, because it's not really picked up as much, is it?
Yeah, it's never really done, but Gazzy's a huge fan of pyro. I think he got 3 there. He got a crit kill onto Fish, and then he got a crit kill with a flare gun onto someone. Stefan's behind though, he's on that. This is just, if he wins this 1v1, it's the round.
Oh, he wins it!
He wins it, but he couldn't
he's
get
standing on the
point.
cap, and he gets it!
He does it. Yeah.
Excellent, it's 2-1 for the side of the Germans, and maybe finding a bit of breath of wind. Hopefully this will give them what they need to start coming back into this game. I mean, 1 round is, it's not unheard of to get a round in as much time as we have left. 8 minutes 57.
Yeah, you could easily, mathematically, they could get another 5-6 rounds in, if they're all rules. But that was very clutch from Stefan there, getting that 1v1 in the cap as we go into mid-4.
Matty, Asian and War getting a nice and early. War taking a bunch of damage there. Does need to get an arrow from Menti as Vori tries to apply some extra pressure. Fishkov going in for a first bomb towards Choke. Clip going in for the second bomb. Just on top of Cars there. But doesn't find anything. Does get cleaned up there by Charlie. Well played from him to just see that one out. But Cars dies, in fact. War just layered down some stickies, and it was nothing he could do. Fishkov's still alive in the back lines also. Does win the 1v1 against Charlie and just escapes there going towards IT area right now. To see if he can get a health kit and make his way back into mid maybe, or spawn camp Cars.
Cars does spawn with Charlie here, so that'd be a very Vuri's on his way back. Gazzy's on his way back as well. Fishkop can actually just jump out here. If he hears the voice lines of the scouts and Choke, Menti's dead. Wait, Menti's dead?
Hang on, how did Menti die? I wasn't paying attention to that. I was paying attention to Fishkop. The demo is apparently hiding and took him down, which is excellent. So that means that Clarted are going to have the heal advantage on this fight, and War goes in for a deep bomb, but he unfortunately gets taken out. Cars gets killed as well, gets 2 rocketed, as Clip and the other soldier, Fishkov, they sink rockets and then manage to take him down with some assistance of scatter guns at range, and Voxtech gets taken down by the scouts as well. No Menti for this side. Menti has only just gone back to the fight as no one went back for Menti, and no Uber advantages there for their side, and they could have had a huge Uber advantage, and Cars has already started building. So it's excellent for their side, but do they know that Menti wasn't healing anyone? That's the question.
I think they probably will. They can look at their scoreboard and see, there's only 3 people alive and they're fighting 2 of them on middle. Matty's put up the same trap like every single stalemate here. I'm hoping no one dies to it again. Looks like the Germans, they're going through sewer like really aggressively here though. They're just going to try push in the mid.
Yeah, there was no pressure on that. Shuts the door there, and Clip also gets through IT. Some nice rockets onto Charlie, but Charlie landing a nice little air shot to deny Clip a little bit there. But looks like the Germans are just going to retake this mid, and War is pushing out choke right now. OJ does in fact go down in craters, and very nicely played from the Germans. They're getting really aggressive, but Cars has built very well, and they have this Uber to contest if they come in. Menti pops out really early, maybe not knowing that Cars has this Uber, and Cars with a very nice milk manages to get a really late Uber off. And looks like it's going to be very positive for the side of Clarted as they start charging forwards, but the pressure is there at choke as all the players are grouped up. Cars just get bombed, but nice stuff from him to avoid Clip, and Clip gets collapsed upon by the scouts on the side of Clarted there, and they are just going to run the hell out of mid.
Really don't know what the plan was there. Like War bombed in, but then just went right over the point and just onto one and just died instantly. Like I don't think he actually got any damage out at all in that whole push. That was a really weird Uber. Like again, they must have seen that like cars spawned around the same time as Menti, and Menti had no one healing at the start. I don't know what happened to the Ruger down there that they just thought they had the advantage. They do have a small advantage now, but I would say it's definitely not enough to push off of.
The Uber counting went a little bit out the window there, it would seem, but looks like they are getting aggressive at choke here. Stefan's just looking, and they have cleared out the stickies now that we've been talking about from Matty. So Matty doesn't have any traps up, and looks like Menti is trying to come from choke. Both teams have Uber, and they're just holding really far back by IT right now. Cars is maybe baiting them in to this one, as giving them as much room as they can, but they've all got this high ground up, and Fishkopf is really hard for him to walk in with these scouts looking down at him. He just gets taken down immediately there, Kermit.
Yeah, and with how aggressively Clarted have been playing, that sort of sack's just not going to be really worth. Like, I guess that's the downside of how far back Clarted have been holding. They've been sitting like way back at PC. If they'd been in choke, they could have probably got something done a lot sooner there, either a counter sack or just a full push. But Fishkopf's up in 1 second now as it is, and they're not going to get anything done. I don't know if they're just trying to play the clock a little bit here, because it's only 4 minutes left. Clip did get aggro there, but he just decided not to go in for the sack. Quite smartly, he would have been bombing 2 scouts and a soldier.
I mean,
Fishkopf's trying to come in choke.
Oh, does get absolutely annihilated. Menti goes down to half HP as well. But like you said, they could be playing the clock. I mean, it is the smart move. They have got, what is it, 8 minutes until there's a round reset. They've got 4 minutes left on the server time clock. So, plenty of time. Oh my god, Charlie!
He just got ultra denied by Charlie there. My lord.
Charlie,
don't know if they're going to try it. They might as well try an off pass or something now. They've tried to sack like 2 or 3 times now, and it's just not worked at all. Even just send like Shocky back to play sniper or something.
Yeah.
The sacks have not been going well.
I mean, yeah.
And like these scouts are just standing like on top of mid, like just basically AFK. Like they would be definitely easy picks for a sniper here if like they decided to run one. Now it looks like they're just going to try and do a double scout Uber through PC. Might be able to get a pick, but
yep, just maybe taking this trade here as Cars with a really nice milk there, as Menti is going to have to walk all the way back to choke. But Menti is now caught out and is looking disastrous.
Ooh,
nice sticky from Matty
nice,
in the air.
very nice sticky.
Yeah, and looks like Clip is currently in behind on IT, maybe waiting for them to sort of fizzle out in this fight, but War is still keeping the pressure up and choke. But Charlie jumping in to get the space, and looks like Matt is going to bomb aggressively onto War in the backlines, but Cars getting taken out by Fishkopf, and a pipe from War that's going to take him down, and War is not even low yet, but is getting collapsed upon by 2 players and does in fact go down. It's going to be Voxtech, and Clip is behind using the pain train to cap out mid, and Voxtech is taking 1v1s with these scouts, and the heals comes in from Menti onto Stefan, and Stefan, the shocky power, comes in, doing as much work as possible to take down as many players as he can.
Clip
nice
back
from
cap.
Charlie! Yeah, back cap with a pain train there, and Charlie gets taken down eventually by Fishkopf. And that the pain train has been really useful this season. Like we've seen it more often than any other season, I believe.
Yeah, it's like just so like roamers are gonna get like absolutely destroyed by scouts more often than not anyway. Might as well have like some sort of benefit for doing that, and like you can get back caps like Clip just did. Like I'm pretty sure he completely solo back cap mid and then got like a very short but kind of easy 1v1 onto the scout who was like 60 HP or something.
They have now got fully advantage to come to last with right now, so let's see if they can spot them. Once again, Gazzy with the sentry gun up immediately, and they do the same push, but nice deny from Matty, lands an air pipe onto War and totally denies that Uber, and also Voxy goes down to the sentry gun, so it's a complete disaster for the side of the Germans. They haven't found anything with this Uber, and they're going to have to leave. Menti on 5, getting pressured by OJ, Stefan catching a rocket as well, and a sack coming in from the side of Clip, and doesn't manage to find anything onto Cars. It's looking excellent for Clarted, as they are going to be able to get back in, but they might get back capped again because Shocky has the big break.
I doubt it. They've got OJ sitting on the point and oh no, they've got both scouts going over. Okay. They're really committing to just keeping Clarted on last year.
Yeah, they looks like Matty died in the push out there, so they didn't want to commit to anything without having a demo man available, and War really applying some pressure onto this last point. And Cars doing his best to stay alive. Nice surf away from Clip there, and to not force, and just surviving and doing insanely well at just retaining the Uber that they have. A minute left on the clock. I think parking the bus is a smart move for the side of Clarted.
Clip gonna go heavy or something here? No. I was kind of expecting them to go for an off class just to see if they can just get a gimmick out on the push. But this is their do or die push really here from the Germans. If they don't get this, it's pretty much GG.
Menti nearly dropped over there, went insanely low. But we have, in fact, got Bombstep walking in up on top of Panic Room right now, and there's just fights taking place all over the place. Cars is moving up towards Panic Room to get assistance from Charlie, and War is still on the right side, just getting heals from Menti and just healing up really well. These scouts are just taking fights all over the place. So this is an insanely slow fight. Fishcop getting pressure now by Charlie. Charlie has the high ground, and you can't win against that. And Charlie now bombs in deep. May have overextended here as Shocky nearly takes him down. Catches an arrow from Cars, keeps them alive, and it looks like they're going to move forwards. War fighting at 2k onto Gazzy, and Charlie is going to be massive, but the sentry gun is now up for Gazzy as well. And Stefan getting absolutely pressured here. War getting pressured as well, but it looks like this could be around. Cars going in for the swords. Can he get anything done? He's defending that point. 3 seconds left and they get the cap, Kermit.
Oh,
it's going to a golden cap.
That was very close.
That was big War.
My god. It was like Charlie stayed alive for so long as well. He did so much damage on the side, and there was just no follow up really on the down. Like War was really under 100 HP and had to get arrowed twice, I think, by Menti, just so that he could continue trying to do the push.
Yeah, that is
the gun kind of was. Gazzy had been carrying on all the last holds until that one there, where his gun was on the low ground on from the attacker's perspective, the left hand side, and it didn't really shoot anyone at all. It was just kind of there for
yeah, it was
hoping you'd get a pick and revenge crits.
Yeah, I think that they did rotate nicely though. Like Cars tried to rotate into Panic to try and drag them towards the sentry gun with Charlie, and it didn't really seem to work because they knew it was there and they didn't really want to push into it. So trying to bait them into a sentry gun where they know it is a bit weird. But just well played from the side of the Germans. Like War went absolutely huge then. That 2k that he found was excellent. That's exactly what they needed at that time to take him down. But only 2 seconds left on the clock there to finish out that one.
Yeah, looking at the logs there, the scouts Gazzy and Vuri both fragging out pretty hard. Gazzy going 21 for 11 and Vuri 27 for 11. the large KD boys.
Large KD. Charlie doing his normal thing with the big old top damage there. Landing also 11 air shots, which is the big one that we want to look at. I think Charlie's gone absolutely mental this season. In the games that I've watched, he's really been sort of leading it for his team and just playing rather well in all the games we've seen. But how long do you reckon this golden cap is going to last? Prediction.
Too long.
Too long.
Nah, if it was another map, if it was Snakewater, I'd probably say it would last too long, but I'm gonna say it's either gonna be 59 seconds or 3-4 minutes. It's not gonna be terribly long, but that's my prediction I'll go for. Just either 1 minute or 3 to 4. No longer than that.
I think we're gonna have an absolute fragtastic mid, and everyone bar 2 players are going to die, and it's going to be Clarted surviving.
I'd like
with
to
2
see,
points. I think both
I'd like to
medics
see
should-
somehow all 12 dead. That'd be good to see.
I think we'll see like a 12-minute golden cap around that.
Okay.
Like it could last quite a long time. I mean, we have got some, neither team want to let this go. I don't think. I think the Germans want to go back to Prem, and Clarted just want to do this for the glory and continue the good run they've had this season.
Yeah, especially with LAN next week. I don't know who from either team is going to LAN. I don't know if like either like teams are actually going to be there, but this would be a good high to ride out onto going into LAN. But we are live with the golden cap.
Fantastic. Chat, if you want to let us know on your golden cap predictions, I'll give you a key if you get it right, or the closest you can get, as we are making our way into the mid for the golden cap. So good luck, ladies and gentlemen, on this one. And Matty AZN is walking into mid. Both demos in rather slow, but Clip is in first, getting some spam rockets onto Matty AZN as much as he can. And it looks like Bori is taking that high ground nice and early. No positioning from the Germans as of yet, but Fishkopf now jumping. We are seeing OJ going in for a high bomb, but Fishkopf responding with his own high bomb down towards Choke. Charlie going back to try and find him, does manage to frag him. Fishkopf goes down as the first frag for this golden cap. Clip is getting in really deep onto Charlie, but lands a nice rocket onto Matty as well. Matty down to 1 HP, but surviving, and Kaz just baiting them into sewer. And Clip, in fact, does die there, so there's 2 down for the side of the Germans there, but Uber's coming out from both sides as they were building rather nicely, and it's just going to be a stalemate now, probably happening on mid. But Charlie is now walking in through Choke, and OJ is in fact in. They want to take this fight. Charlie going for a deep bomb into Menti, but manages to whiff a few rockets, and Menti not getting any real pressure on top of him, and it's going to be them walking out. But Matty dies, unfortunately, as Voxtech finds the scattergun frags, and a little bit unfortunate. And the Germans should be able to retake this mid now, Kermit.
Yeah, like I was going to talk about the mid there, where like it seemed that Clip at the very least got just absolutely baited by his team, where he was fully committed onto the other team, and his team was just sitting back in their own choke doing nothing. But then the reverse happened. It looked like Charlie and OJ just kind of got baited a bit there when they were committing onto the point, and his team just weren't backing them up. And then they ended up feeding Matty as well as the 2 soldiers who'd committed in. Charlie going a bit low there. Surviving. Oh, and he gets Clip. Okay, Clip was in for a sack.
Yeah, Clip bombed in for a sack, did land a rocket to Carl's, but couldn't find the follow-up because he got taken out pretty much immediately. He did get low from a few scattergun shots from Fori. And we are seeing the counter bomb come from OJ, doesn't get on top of Menti, and drops Uber! Well played from OJ to get that frag, and it's going to be excellent for the side of Clarted. And we should see the big old 5-man sack, hopefully, coming up from the Germans. Let's see it happen, lads, to try and force this Uber out of Cars. Otherwise, it is lights out for them in this golden cap, potentially, as Cars is now making his way towards Choke with the assistance of his team, but they are just going to wait for the respawn of OJ to come through first before they start making anything happen. Charlie is now walking in deep, and Cars is starting to walk in as well, maybe baiting him a little bit as Cars wants to get in nice and late, make sure nothing can get on top of him. And Fishkopf is now jumping all the way back, and it has been clipped in behind, but it's taken a 1v1, and does get insanely low on rollout right there, but he is still running that Pain Train, and Stefan is actually hiding on the red crate, going in behind, trying to get on top of Cars. Can he find anything here? But he just force out an Uber as it looks like Matty gets insanely low, but Matty going in really deep and nearly dies there to Voxtech, and they are going to have to get all the way back.
Shocky lives as well.
Yeah, he does live indeed, and that's 2 players down as well for Clarted there.
Yeah, and they're all so weak as well right now. Like, I'm not sure it was or just someone, I think probably Fish, just raining down rockets on Choke there. Everyone like under half HP. Fishkopf's just going in deep as well now, just making sure that Clarted cannot get back in. Gazzy's up on his injury again. And where his sentry is right now is where it was in the last push that they literally just lost, so we'll see how it goes this time.
Maybe
the big Uber advantage for the Germans here, and the sentry's right next to them.
Oh no, it's only level 1 as well, and Gazzy's going to get caught out here. He's getting low already, and it looks like the red Uber is about to fade, but he doesn't in fact go down, and Boye in fact dies, and Bori takes him down with so much cap time on the side of the red team, and it looks like Voxtech is going to be hiding in panic. If anyone's spotted him out, this could be disaster. Voxtech is now in fact, and he didn't in fact get spotted there, but Gazzy spraying some flames up. I don't know if they know he's there. Oh, they do know he's there, and they managed to take him down. Nice bait play from them to try and get him to move, and Shocky is all the way back there with Menti, and they are just going to escape this one, just play it nice and safe.
Oh, I'll be honest, I missed a bit of that last push there. But, actually I missed all the last push, sorry.
That's
not gonna lie,
right. It was just a
Come
bit
on,
of a
sorry, talk to me.
beat. War ran in and got killed by a scout, and then that was about it. It was a bit disastrous, and they couldn't really do anything. But it looks like they are coming into mid now with Cars and Tizuba, and War is already out there. Matty goes in really deep. Let's try and find Menti, but can't find anything. And Voxtech is now walking as well. Clip is in fact dead for their side, and they are just going to start capping up this point as they are standing really far back. Stefan goes in really deep. And is actually onto Cars but doesn't find anything, and Warrior is now walking in deep, 2 players down for the side of the Germans. Gazzy getting low as well, just getting finished up there by Voxtech as well. It's looking desperate now as Warrior goes down, Menti buffs out the Uber, doesn't catch anyone with it. It's really unfortunate for them. Fishkopf is just going to have to run him out, but it looks like Charlie is now on the chase, and so is Matty, and they go in really deep. Fishkopf going in really high, but Matty dies for his troubles, and Vorin manages to take down Fishkopf with the assistance of OJ, and they are now walking all the way into the second point, and Cars now has Uber advantage to work with now, and it's looking very good for the side of Clarted.
All they need to do is wait for Matty to spawn and get there, and they can just go straight in, really. Foxy does have a sentry up, but hopefully he moves it once he's got up to level 2 or 3, so it can actually get in a position to do damage and actually watch the point. Got Stefan and Sniper as well. I'm going to have a quick check out of that, see if he can get anything done.
Oh, they
Just
pop
wants
out.
to shot.
Yeah, they pop out the super really early, and Clip is getting bounced inside of the door, but Voxtech is actually caught in here, and they're actually on top of him, and they're managing to kill him. Loads of cap time for the side of Clarted. It's like Gazzy's going to try and get on top of Menti, but not finding the frags. Charlie is trying to do as much as he can, clears the stickies off the point, and Matty ADN finding the pipes onto Fishkopf as well, but it looks like Charlie's going for the bomb, manages to take down Clip, and it's just Warhair, and Menti left alive. Menti gets sticky down and dies, as the golden cap victory for Cars. Absolutely well played on that last Uber push. GG for map 1. Clarted go 1-0 up in this best of 3 series.
That was really nicely done. Like, they just had Clip looking absolutely everywhere in the heavy. Like, Gazzy getting down on the scout heavy had to turn round, and then as soon as he's not shooting at the actual combo for Clarted, they just walked further in. They just kept taking ground when Clip couldn't actually look at them. Really nice, just making sure that the heavy couldn't get anything done, really.
Indeedy. Just excellently well played from Clarted there, I think, on that last push. Just well played in general over that map, in fact. Like, they really sort of controlled a lot of the pace. They had a few mistakes which cost them the rounds that they lost, and that unfortunate last push leading to a golden cap as well. I think it was more control from Clarted, but it's just the mistakes that cost them so much when they got those mistakes, and the Germans were really good at taking ground off those tiny mistakes as well, I think.
Yeah, definitely seen that, but I think Clarted were definitely seeming like they wanted to do that a lot more and just be the more aggressive team for most of the map there. Like, they just seem to favour that aggressive playstyle instead of stalemating it out. Even on last pushes, they were very willing to just push off of any sort of advantage they had. And it also looks like, from your guessing the time of the golden cap, that Dumtum was actually the closest with a 5-minute get time, the time being 5 minutes 43.
Dumtum, if you shoot me a message on Steam, I'll give you a key. Congrats on winning that one, mate. I need to find these golden cap logs. Okay, I found them.
Cars
They're really
didn't
boring.
die. What was it? Charlie with the top frag of 7-2. Fishkopf for the top damage.
Yeah. So, in total over that game, Cars died 6 times, and Menti died 12 times. Well, 11 times even, sorry. Cars with so little deaths. But, clean slate, map 2, we have Granary. And this is the Germans map pick. We've seen a lot of Granary, actually, in these playoff stages. A lot of teams have been favouring this map over other maps, and maybe it's just like because it's old school, or maybe it's because it's really easy to get aggressive on this map. What do you think?
Like, I'm guessing just because War at least is on the team, like, it's just, this is a really demo friendly map. It's just a map where he can just have almost like free reign and just pound the entire time, really. Fishkopf as well was shown in the last map. He was quite a tank as well. He was like getting a lot of damage. Maybe he'll just do the same. Like, it's again soldier friendly map as well. Might see some banner plays actually. Like, this is, if there's ever a map to run banners, it's Granary, really. It's usually so many stalemates where soldiers can just build up the charges for the banner. Yeah, buff banner on this map is incredible.
The Krispy Kreme is what it is. It's the Krispy Kreme, because on the second point especially, you got the spam angles from garage, where you can spam into yard really easily, and of course you got spamming into the second point itself, which is really easy for soldiers to do, and it's just all free damage, basically free logs. So easy to build banners on those points in between. The mid's a little bit wide, so spamming into mid to get your banner built is kind of difficult, unless you're spamming into garage.
Yeah, but then you just stand there with heals and it's pretty
Usually
easy.
alright, yeah.
Just as long as no one else takes the same damage as you and just kind of ends up ruining it for you.
Indeed. Any predictions for how you think this map is going to go, though?
Oof. I could honestly see it being something like a 2-1. Like a really just a slow 2-1. Like no like back to like coast to coast or anything, just a really slow, boring 2-1. Not sure who to, but I'll favour the Germans just because it was their map pick.
Smart move.
What are you thinking?
I think we're going to see a slow game, but I think it's going to be even slower than you're predicting. I think we'll see a 1-0 to the Germans.
I sincerely hope we do not.
Out of all the score lines we could hope for,
I have played in one of those games and it's not fun.
Yes, we've seen games this season where it's been 0-0. I can't remember. It was in Prem, I think that was.
Oh yeah, that was a Swift versus Feint. I'm pretty sure on like Snake or something maybe, and it was just 0-0.
The most boring game.
You can get a 0-0 game that's like interesting, where it's just a team like going from one last to the other, back and forward. That could be interesting to see, but I'm willing to bet that one was just like one team holding second for 30 minutes and the other not knowing how to push second for 30 minutes. And that is the type of game you just don't want to see. So here's hoping we don't get that.
Indeed. But we have now got all 12 players into the server, so it looks like we're about to be go, ladies and gentlemen, for this game. But things to shout out, I guess, Feint Gaming for sponsoring the season, and the TF2 community also for donating to the prize pool for this one, for the Premiership Division, that is, and also see you at LAN, Copenhagen Games, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully you have a good time going. Apparently it's going to be excellent. See you at, boys. Should be muy excelente. And team leaders are also advised to get in touch with the event organisers so that you can talk about games and stuff and get everything sorted for your teams if you're going to the event as well. If not, have a nice time drinking. Yeah, the bars are quite nice out in Copenhagen.
Yeah, but not as cheap as one would hope.
Oh, unfortunately. We looked at some of the prices.
No, and my wallet and me are both afraid to. But we do have one team ready up. Clarted are ready. The Germans were, and then Clipmoot settling to not. Don't know. One of them must be AFK.
AFK gamers from the side of the Germans. And War, of course.
Yeah, Clips. Oh yeah, there's two of them. War and Fish just standing at AFK and spawn.
Yeah, War's probably.
Hopefully it won't be too long.
Sorting his back out. It's getting old now.
There's one back. Fishcop's back. Just War now. Oh, and he's back as well, so we should be going live very soon. Yep, here we go.
Live. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We are seeing map number 2. So it's a 1-0 lead currently for Clarted in this grand final series, in this best of 3 where they won Process, and now we're on to Granary. If you're just catching up with us, and this is between liest, doof and Clarted. So hopefully we're going to see a good game here, so good luck to both teams. As Matty is now making his way into mid. War is rolling out through upper right now, and Matty just opting to sticky off that health pack nice and early, and is just going to land 3 stickies on top of it, and War is now walking up on top of the crates. In fact, we're just catching out from Menti, and Menti dishing out those heals nice and early, but Clip going for an early bomb on top of Gazzy, and Clip getting insanely low there, and walking out towards the garage. Fishcom goes in for follow-up bomb, doesn't find anything, doesn't he go down, and OJ trying to find as much damage as he can to get taken down by Stefan. Warho, yeah, on top of Matty AZN, manages to clean him as well, but we are seeing the dual scout aggression from Vori and Gazzy on top of Voxtech, but not finding anything, unfortunately.
Voxy going huge.
Oh, yeah. Voxy went massive there, and it looks like Cars and Vori are going to get the hell out of there and just escape into second.
I was saying to myself that maybe just that Menti and Stefan should have gotten out, but then Vox just turns around and kills Charlie and Gazzy, regardless of the medic that they have with them and the other scout. Just absolutely beasting them in like what was, I guess, a 1v4 situation.
We are now seeing a stalemate as well. Even Ubers, like you say.
First of many.
The first of many stalemates. Clip goes down
Clip
early.
down.
This is a good start to a stalemate, isn't it? One player dying already.
Yeah, Charlie getting an arrow, looking to go through choke. Don't know if he's a distraction though.
OJ is
Thought he might have been a distraction for OJ to try and just bomb through, but OJ looked pretty content to just sit there. Oh, War with these stickies that he's... I think it was War I saw do it on stream with the stickies on the roof here. So when a soldier tries to jump in, they just die to the sticks that are on the roof of ramp room.
Yeah. That's a good sticky spot. That's a really good sticky spot.
Large brain trap. Mainly because the first time I saw it, it did work.
Indeedy. Was getting pressured here in garage and is now receiving medical attention from Menti. And looks like we are seeing a move from Fishcop and Stefan into the right hand side yard, and OG gets collapsed on top of it. Stefan still not dead. OJ's still not dead as well though. And Stefan just gets cleaned up and it looks a disaster. Fishcop dies as well. All that pressure that they had, they just couldn't finish the kill on OJ. And now they're going to get forced back, and they are going to make their way into the left hand side. It's just Clip defending this one, spamming down some rockets, but he's getting jumped now by Matty, who is in mega deep on top of Voxtech. We are taken down by him instead, and that is not how you want to take that one. But a nice Uber tray coming out here from Cars, and he has got a way better trade. As War is looking like he's going to get caught in here, has to jump all the way backwards, and is called out by Vori, trying to land some pipes onto Cars, but Charlie is in also, and Charlie landing a nice rocket on Voxtech, and manages to take him down with the assistance of Vori there. And it looks like Cars has been moving away from his team, in fact, as he does lose touch with his scout, and it looks like Fishcop is actually going to win that fight.
I swear if Cars had just stayed in with the team there, they would have won that. But he chose to just play it safe, keep his Uber advantage, and just let the team die and run out.
Maybe the smart play.
Because like the health in Fishcop, he was like super weak. And I'm pretty sure that the scout he was with wasn't that healthy either. But I guess he does have 40 advantage here, so well, should is a keyword. Should be seeing an Uber push coming out very soon.
I mean, it's the no risk play. You're guaranteeing your team another chance at having a better push out, whereas he could have potentially died to Fishcop should he have stayed in. You know, so it's maybe a bit of a big brain play from Cars there to just secure them this repush, but they are not doing anything with it. They are sitting back and potatoing.
Yeah, the bait was for nothing. Let's quickly check. No banner on either soldier, so it's not even going to be that fun dynamic. It's just going to be stalemate, sack, and maybe an off class, maybe a spy play or something.
Don't worry, we have the mental warfare from Clip who put in the chat saying we have 2 spies.
You know, it could be true. Clarted don't know that. I didn't see them spy checking. They've definitely seen 2 scouts. So, oh, Charlie just jumps in a choke, almost gets a 2k.
Oh,
how was that?
Okay. So Clip went in for a bomb on top of Cars, nearly landed the air shot, but couldn't find anything there. And also, Voxtech got taken down, it would seem, on the front line. So unfortunately there, but Menti gets bombed on now by Gazzy. They pop out first, and Cars with a nice milk there manages to survive there. He capes a load of players in the Uber, and they are just getting on top of Menti. Menti gets juggled and goes down to Charlie, and that's excellent for the side of Clarted. Voxtech is going to try and chase, but not finding anything. And it looks like Clarted are going to be able to retake this mid, and they should be able to get hold of second as well. They've got a heal advantage. This could be a last push for free.
Yeah, it definitely should be. Like, they've got probably gonna have like 50 Uber advantage or something by the time they get to second. War, unless War gets them with his sticks, but it's really only OJ going left yard here. War almost. He had the chance for the blind it, did not get it. Do have Clip behind here. Clip can come in from Z.
Oh, he drops! Cars drops over the Clip. That's really important. He finds another kill to Vori as well, and tons of damage onto Gazzy. Excellent play from Clip there to just make sure that their team was going to straight up lose. And Voxtech instantly swaps off of Benji onto the scout, and they are going to go to retake second now. And OJ is up in lunchbox, and they're probably going to clear that out very soon. And well played from Clip, but that was all Clip.
Yeah, that definitely was. That was really big. I'm not sure how he managed to actually stay in lunchbox so long, like without getting checked, to then get round into Z. That seems like a giant blunder from clarted. OJ's hiding in drop down. Don't know, he might be able to get a force on. If he does, oh no, he beefed all his rocket. He hit one rocket meant to at the half HP, but
Still
unfortunately
has
it's
supercharge.
not enough.
Making his way into mid and just picking up the health packs along the top there. It's hard to get on top of a medic when they can surf off these crates so easy. And they are just going to start retaking mid, and Charlie is pressure on Garage already. They're making their way backwards, however, as they are just trying to hold this one. Menti is now making his way into right yard and getting loads of pressure onto them, and Cars is going to find his Uber. So if they push it now, it could be a bit of a disaster for their side, and he is going to mask that Uber, in fact. So whether they know if they still have advantage or not, I bet they aren't going to push this anymore, in fact.
They probably just... Oh, Charlie going... Yep, Charlie's dead. He's trying to push out through Z without any heals. Ends up going down. Might see a sack in here onto Cars. Not sure how, but Soldier can maybe jump from, yeah, one top and one just bottom there.
Ooh, Warriors down as well. Down. 2 men down. Oh, Menti gets just really early. OJ, yeah. OJ with a nice rocket straight onto Menti's face. And they managed to get that force out. And no cap time currently for the side of the Germans. They're going to recommit now as they got time to hit on the point. It's capping so fast. They just immediately commit to that cap. Very well played for them. Because they didn't want to risk a repush from the side of clarted.
Yeah, I don't know if it, like, I don't know why the Uber went to the low ground though for the Germans. If they just stayed on top, there were 2 players with like no heals at all that were definitely easy picks. But they decided to chase Cars instead. If they just stayed in the high ground, they would have been able to get at least a soldier pick. Clip in the background does pick up Charlie.
Yep, very nicely well.
Very nicely goes down trying to back cap. Clip's going behind as well now.
Taking a 1v1 with OJ, and Granary last, and they trade on last.
It does get a lot of cap time though, so like one of the scouts, I guess Bobstack could just try and jump on it.
Alright, this is a bit of a disaster as clarted had to pop first on the last one, and they lost Matty. That's really unfortunate as the Uber ran out and they couldn't save him for that one, and Cars gets gone on top of Bobstack, managing to find 3 kills in this, and that's going to be a round for the side of the Germans, and it's now a 1-0.
That was just really well played from the Germans there. The Uber was maybe not the best, but they managed to just play the situation so well. Especially with Clip getting like the kill in the background and then Stefan dragging them back to last while they're 1 down, trying to back cap.
Yeah, it was executed perfectly, and they managed to get on top of Cars, forces Uber first, and it was easy last push from there onwards, really. And excellent from them. Now 1-0, this is the scoreline I predicted, but it's 21 minutes in, so anything could still happen. Matty getting pressured really early, and Clip going in for a deep bomb, but Cars there with the heals. Cars with an insane surf around the house, but doesn't get taken down by Bobstack right there. And Gatsby gets on top of War as well, takes him down. Menti low as well, but gets cleaned up, so no medics. Fishkov getting killed as well. Bobstack in deep, trying to find 2 kills, but only finds 1 and gets taken down by Charlie, as Charlie is making his way all the way forwards here, maybe to try and hide to get a play onto Menti, and is just hiding in the corner there. And gets spotted out by
Does get yeah.
Unfortunate.
I don't know if he heard like the rocket jumps of him going forward or something, how he just instantly checked the corner, yeah.
I mean, Stefan's got Shocky has a lot of experience in this game.
Yeah.
Like, he probably knows, you know, he's like, I've got to check top. Top is probably, like, you know, where they're going to be hiding most of the time.
It's also possible, I guess, that Boxy would have seen him going forward on like a death cam or something, maybe.
Maybe, yeah.
Do have even Ubers here with no all classes again.
Indeed, we are just hearing the sound of building scouts currently.
I checked and there's still no banners either.
No banners.
Just to see who's gonna sack first.
Yep.
Oh, there we go. Charlie just walks into the door and Warhead stickies all along the side of the wall.
Gets kaboomed by the double chin, and it looks like Warren's actually wanting to push out here. Menti getting low as well by taking a sticky in the feet, and Clip is now walking into a drop down on top of OJ, and they are taking this 1v1 again, but OJ gets Clip gets absolutely crushed, and Fishkov gets taken down as well, but War, yeah, almost caught out there as he was stuffed into a corner, and Menti has to find the Uber to save him, with Cars also popping out the Uber. War taking a 1v1 with Gazzy in the lunchbox area, but does die, and this could be really good for clarted, as they've got loads of players down on the side of the Germans.
This should be a round.
Yeah, this should be a round coming up for them. As Shocky is up on the pipe, Clip up on the heavy, with one spin up in time to do anything. It just
that,
dies.
that time was unreal. Like that was just a disaster of a push out as well. Like they got the pick on Charlie. Instead of going for a counter sack, they tried to push, but they just kind of stood there in left yard, just kind of in a Mexican standoff or whatever, just looking at each other. But no one was really doing anything, and then I don't know. I think Matty just hit a like spam over. OJ killed Clip in the flank, and just everyone died. They just all got dropped in a disastrous Uber for Menti.
Indeedy. And we are seeing the next move fight happen is 1-1 currently in this scoreline. And it's looking very good as both soldiers for the Germans bomb in really deep. Fishkopf just gets absolutely collapsed upon and dies. Charlie going on top of War manages to find a bunch of damage, but gets arrowed by Menti, and War does in fact finally die as OJ finds the cleanup and is now getting pincered. Is now pincering as well onto Menti, just trapping them out. They are just shuttering them into this corner. It's a disaster for the Germans, and they all die. That's a blight for the side of the red team.
They're doing these bombs on mid where like Fish and Clip both bomb at the same time, but Clip just like swoops around the entire mid and then just doesn't he'll shoot like a rocket in the air but doesn't actually commit to anything, and Fishkopf does and just dies. If they actually both committed, they'd probably at least get a couple of hits on middle, regardless of who they commit on. If they want to go for cars or if they want to go for like Matty or something, like if they just both commit, they'll at least get something and not just catastrophically lose mid.
And Fishkopf up on the pipe, just try and defend against this full Uber Dissad on last. They managed to kill everyone there, and Matty is making his way into Lunchbox. There's going to be a Lunchbox Uber, as now pop out this Uber. Going straight on top of this heavy as Boxtech is now keeping Matty in the air. Does eventually get taken down, and the stickies have in fact been cleared off the point, and so they're going to collapse on top of it. But unfortunately the scouts get taken down. It's going to be Cars standing on it, and Cars gets out there, Kermit. Easy round for him.
Yeah, he and Matty were just standing next to each other, like Matty just above him on the pipe, but no one was close. I think Stefan almost got a really nice headshot onto Matty when he got like skyboxed in the Uber, but didn't get anything, and then just kind of ended up overcommitting on Sniper. Didn't have any positioning to help out the team on the last hold. I don't think did they have an injury? So I don't think they did, which you kind of really need to at least try and get.
Yeah, it's
one mid four.
But it didn't really do anything as Boxtech just got bombed upon immediately. But it looks like Fishkopf's going for the bomb on top of Gazzy, and they only find some damage towards him. But once again, Fishkopf just dies, and he doesn't really find anything with that one. And Boxtech trying to get the high ground there from the team. But it's like Carter just stuffed into this corner, and they are just going to leave as they go 2 down. And Fishkopf is also down, but Clip getting aggressive already, taking this right yard almost immediately for the side of the Germans. But Charlie is making his way forward to deny that one. Does find the rockets onto Clip and takes him down with a nice air rocket there. And Cars is now going to pick up the heals onto him, and it's going to be a hold for the side of Clarted. Even Ubers, and they can afford to play the clock. There's 15 minutes left in this game, so if we want a resident sleeper fest, maybe that's the way to go about it.
The same thing happened on mid where they both jumped. Clip sort of almost committed and then just jumped away. Instead of actually trying to help Fishkopf and like focus fire someone down, he just jumped away to like the red crates and just got arrowed up and then went aggressive again. If he just didn't bait Fish, I think, so hard, like that might be their plan, but if they didn't bait him so hard, they might get something done. Like they actually coordinate the aggression instead of just letting him go in alone. So like they're basically putting their mids all in the back of Fishkopf. If he doesn't get anything, nothing is gonna happen. Clip up. Ooh, Charlie almost dying there, 9 HP.
He's taking those close trades on Garage. I find that extremely risky, considering what feeding a kill does on seconds, you know, like you could just give them a free sack. But Clip now going in and Charlie takes him down immediately, so well played from him. And Matty is now getting some pressure onto Garage, and Charlie just pressuring left and just sort of chilling out. Maybe not going to go for another counter sack because they didn't do that last time. And they are just sitting back, not really doing much.
Seeing Clip not going for an off-class, not going for a banner. Until someone does it, I'm going to bring it up every time. Like, no one goes banner. They're just so strong in this map, especially like the mini crits from above banner. The no fall off is just underrated. Like scout pistol with mini crits at distance is like insane.
Stickies, like get some big damn damages as well. Stand next to the demos when he gets mini crits. But Fishkopf is in on right yard, taking him over with OJ. OJ lives through that 1v1 as well. Charlie getting low as clip pressures on the left, but can't find anything. There's 2 down for the side of the Germans. Easy push now for Clark, so they make their way into mid. And it's like they are destined to take an overdrive, but Charlie dies immediately. Bit of a disaster as Bori gets in on top of Menti. Can't find any damage at all. Hits for absolutely 0, and would have done more damage if he had a Holy Mackerel.
To be fair, he did actually hit one shot, but Menti was standing on a health pack, so I don't even know how much he hit him for. I just saw the health pack disappear, I think. Unless someone else took it from their medic. Just watching him dance around, it's like he didn't care. He knew that he'd survive at least like 2 shots by just standing on the pack. It was good that he didn't have to use there. OJ and drop down. Could go for a big flank.
War
Yeah,
insanely
6,
low right
yeah.
now. 6 HP waiting for an arrow from Menti, does capture it, and more stalemates. And the only thing that's been lost for clarted is the yard. Which is good, which is good to take. Yeah, Resident Sleeper mode engages. They are making their way to make something happen. OJ is getting gone on by 2 soldiers, but OJ wins
Gets the
it.
trade.
He gets a trade when he's in a 1v2. That's insane.
I think Fish hit a rocket on him that just blasted him back into Lunchbox, so he couldn't actually hit a second rocket onto him and actually help out Clip.
Fishkoff is now getting pressure though on Lunchbox.
Yeah,
He's got a
Voxy
little
goes
bit to
down.
work with. Yeah, Voxy, unfortunate. Voxy
In a
dying.
kind of dumb fight.
Yeah, it looks
Charlie
like...
going pretty low again.
Vori...
Charlie's playing really loose here.
Yeah,
He's
Vori as
living
well.
life at the edge.
Vori just ran into Z and got 2 sticky by war. And just fed and didn't do anything else.
Yeah, let's see if he's going to off-class. Probably shouldn't, but I'd still like to see it. Fish just walks in, they're going for the soldier exchange here.
That's a good trade for the side of the red team. They flashed once only, but they managed to take down Fishkoff, who tried to jump into Lunchbox. So it would have been a clever move, but the Uber was off too soon, and too many players up there to counter that aggression as well. And War is now getting gone on by Charlie. Goes in really deep. Menti catching that rocket though, and it's like Voxtec is just going to run in and manages to kill Vori and forces the red side back though. However, as Charlie goes down to War. And Ghazi is taking this fight for some reason. He should probably leave this one as they have lost too many players on the side of Clarted, and now they're just going to walk back to last, it would seem.
Matty tried to get a bit aggressive as well there, landed some good damage, got like scout down to 4 HP, but I think if Ghazi had health and had been with the medic there, they actually might have been able to do something with he and Matty getting healed up. As we have it, Fishkoff try to sack in, no air shot quite yet.
There's loads of pressure onto cars here as they have actually moved in on the right side of mid there, but couldn't find anything. Ghazi up in his signature Pyro class, playing his main, and Menti just back now as they went for that side but couldn't find anything. They have got Ghazi up on the NG, which he spoke about last hold, I believe.
Yeah, where they just didn't have one. Was that for them or was that for the Germans? I think
that was the Germans holding last. They didn't have a sentry, and as a result, they lost the round.
Yep.
But Ghazi,
that large Pepega move.
Yep.
He's got the sentry in like the spot, a good spot where it's like not going to get spotted out straight away.
Oh, War going in for a second.
Yeah.
Cars ducking and diving, all of that damage, 3 down for the side of the Germans. That's going to be an easy push out for the side of Clarted. Oh, nice airshot from Charlie as well to take down Clip. And they are now just going to run forwards, and Menti still has Uber, and Fishkoff taking a trade here against the entire team of Clarted. Probably a smart maneuver, but Menti's going to get trapped and probably die here. And they are starting to get on top of him, but Menti escaping and falling back into the team. It's a nice big play, in fact, as Charlie now dives in, however, and finds 2 kills into Fishkoff and Voxtail, but War, yeah, coming in. And it's just cars running out here as Ghazi stayed on NG.
Where's his sentry gun?
It went down.
He didn't have. He killed it.
He killed it.
He doesn't have revenge crits either. He just killed it for no reason.
It. Menti slows down the sentry gun. Ghazi gets gone on by Warher, yeah, and Shocky, and he finally goes down, but OJ is in on top of them. Menti now getting low as he gets rocketed by OJ. Clip now on this cap, and War is insanely low on the right hand side as well. Catches an arrow from Menti as well. Well played from them to survive, and it looks like Fishkoff is on the high ground here, but does bomb down, Cars goes down, and it's looking like it's going to be a win for the side of the Germans, and they take that round. It's now 2-2.
That was really nicely done. Like, just timing, like, the exchange was, like, really good, because like, someone out in yard that was weak for Clarted, like, And like the one soldier is going to have the full 8 seconds of Uber, whereas clarted had to flash like at least like twice or something that just completely destroys their Uber. They timed it seemingly perfectly where the spawns of like War and stuff came in, and War just came in and just rained down stickies and pipes. It's obliterated clarted.
The big brain plays to take that exchange with only 2 players up. Playing spawn is insanely clever. And Clip goes in for his bomb and dies immediately as per usual, and Stefan taking a 1v1 with OJ and winning that one in the garage area. And now Fishcop coming in for his bomb, maybe in a better position to do so. And oh my god, Matty takes down Stefan, but dies for his troubles as Voxtech goes on top of him. Charlie now going in for his bomb as Cars dies, and it's looking unfortunate for the side of Clarted. It's just Gazzy left alive as he escapes there, and Menti lives.
Menti almost gone down. Yeah, like I think he landed on like 15 HP or something, but I don't think he was in a lot of danger. As you said, he does live, so it's full advantage here for the Germans. Gazzy up on Inji. Hopefully he doesn't destroy his sentry this time.
Gazzy's been so good about getting these sentry guns up really early.
Yeah, and we've got the Vuri sniper as well. See if he can get any entry picks here.
Indeedy. Hopefully you find something early, otherwise rotating out that spawn can be a bit disastrous if they push through right and bomb. But yeah. They got both soldiers up on the pipe. Warhair's now walking in through the left-hand side. Charlie going in for that early bomb but not finding anything as the scatter gun of Voxtech pushes him back. They've now popped out the Zuba and they're going to take down the sentry gun really early. And they are just catching arrows all over the place, and they have swapped off the sniper class. Gazzy is on his signature class of Pyro, and they get on the point, and Clip is now insanely low as well to the flames. But it looks like he gets taken down, but nice sticky depth coming out there from Matty AZN, but Cars died and all of that, so no heals for him. But he's now fighting up against 3 Germans. Oh my god, he nearly wins it! Menti gets the cap! Solo! Incredible! Menti surviving there, but oh, holy moly.
Yeah,
Hospice looking dire.
Yeah, and Vuri was like so close as well at the start there of actually getting the pick onto either War or Menti, but just barely missed the frag. Like Matty going pretty big. I think he got like 3 people in that last hold, while he got 2 when it was only him alive, and then got 1 other. Unfortunate for him.
Indeed. We've got the next mid fight happening. It is currently 3-2 to the Germans, who are in the driving seat for this game with 6 minutes left on the clock. OJ going in for a huge bomb because air shot by Fishcop, was that?
Yep.
Double air shot.
That was huge.
And Charlie goes in really deep, and it looks like Cars goes down as well. The Germans finding their feet in this one, and it's just a straight up DM fight. Now gets on top of War, tries to get the tequila out, and Fishkopf going down as well there, but War getting scat gunned down by Gazzy, and Cliff just dies there, and that's going to be a win for Clarted. That was massive.
Yeah, the shot, the whole mid for me was just that shot from Fish. OJ just got absolutely clapped on that. He just got destroyed.
Beta, chalk that one up for the frag clips.
Yep, even OJ typed in chat, holy shit, that air shot. he recognises just like how big it was. Yeah, speaking of OJ, he is down from choke. He half commits and just is trying to get out here.
Yeah,
and
Fishkop
will make it.
Oh, Fishkop has taken out. War goes down as well. That's really disastrous for the Germans. As holding on to the second point without a demo man is really, really difficult. And Charlie just goes in deep and manages to take down Clip there with the assistance of Vori. And now they're going in through the left-hand side for the side of Clarted. Just getting off the point really early. And they are now taking this Uber exchange as Kaz actually doesn't use and milks really well, but does drop Charlie and Vori, and OJ goes down as well. Gazzy is now going to have to leave as well. It was unfortunate that Kaz didn't use Zuba there for an aggressive purpose, but maybe a little bit of miscommunication on the side of Clarted.
Like, Charlie just got absolutely scout class there. He tried to jump in and Stefan's just standing on that pipe just waiting for him, and just absolutely just completely denied him, just demolished him. And then did the same to OJ like a couple seconds later. Neither of them had any Uber or any heals really. It's pretty much even Uber here. I doubt that anyone's going to push off of the tiny advantage that they have.
Yeah, I think Kaz popped his Uber way later, so... And Menti... Did Menti die? I can't remember.
I don't think so, I just think he's not been building, basically.
Yeah. So... They might think that... Oh, okay.
They're coming.
Charlie goes in for a bomb. Oh, nice rocket from Charlie there. And OJ with a follow-up. Manages to find that
Menti!
But doesn't manage to take it out. Voxtech low as well. They're all low on the side of the Jones. Menti finally finds that, but that was so close. And Fishkop Catches that Uber as well and tries to counter by OJ. OJ just jumping in behind right now to try and get them to move backwards. And Matty Azian going in deep, finds the kill to Voxtech, and also finds the kill to Fishcop. Clip going in behind on cars to see if he can find anything for this one. But Matty is going to walk backwards with him and goes in for the bomb and gets taken down by OJ there to secure it with Matty as well. And that was a really well played from Clarted. And Menti going back to last, retaining his life, and War just sticking up on the right hand side, but Matty wants in. He's bombing in already. He's just playing the point immediately. Scattered down by Shocky, and OJ going in deep as well. But that's War just hit that. Oh my
Large.
god!
Very large.
War is
War's hard pipe.
Let's get that in the chat. That was a double air shot again. This is frag central for you, Jesus.
We've got the Uber coming in. Oh, Boer getting dropped in the what should have been a double scout Uber here. Menti does go down though before he can get the Uber. And they're just out. Gazzy and Cars just run in through Z and just right round and make their way out again.
Indeed, Menti dying there is a huge disadvantage for them. They're going to have to make something happen now, as they have already started setting up for Fishkopf and Clip hiding up in the top area, but Fishkopf does decide he wants to leave this one, and should be an easy second take as they've all moved all the way back to last already.
Yeah, I'm not sure why. Not sure why they're going for cap time. Both scouts building as well, hitting themselves. I'm not sure what this is about.
2 minutes 43 on the clock. They need to do something here, lads.
We've at least got boxes on engine now, and we've got the Clip heavy. And Clip's doing the strat. He's running all the way around to the top pipe. The only thing of doing that with a Gru is that like his health's like pretty bad right now. Oh no, he's been healed up.
Yeah, he's been all healed up there, and he comes in with the super, and they spot out the heavy, but they're not getting on top of him. They can't do anything, and the sentry gun's there as well. Matty dies. That's unfortunate. They've now parked the bus, ladies and gentlemen. I doubt that they're gonna move. 2 minutes.
It's such a good position to get a heavy in if you can manage it, but it's so rare that it's going to happen. Looks like they are just going to. And Menti doesn't have to use. There's no pressure, no one hiding. I thought Charlie was trying to jump up, drop down there for a second.
Yeah, they're going forwards to cap second and then just playing it safe. They're not going to push out here. They've got.
Yeah, they are ahead. Yeah, they've left the gun on last and Clips heavies on top.
Yep.
He's just waiting. He's getting a buff, I think.
Yeah, big brain plays, to be honest. Charlie coming in now into lunchbox area, just getting healed up by cars. And let's see if they can make anything happen as they get onto the Fishkopf, and they do take him down, and this is going to be the formula they need to start retaking second. As they start coming to last, like in fact, and Clip almost dies there. This is really good for
he
cars,
eats the sandwich.
Yeah, eats the Sani, and Menti doesn't even use, and it's looking excellent. Voxtech picks up the sentry gun. Charlie going in for the bomb to try to get that sentry gun down, but Voxtech baits it perfectly. They do get the sentry gun out, but Voxtech switches off classes, and OJ goes in deep and can't find anything. Cards, in fact, gets caught out there as a disaster for the side of Clarted, as they all die, apart from, it would appear, OJ and Gazzy, who just escaped through Lunchbox. What a bait.
They got so much cap time as well, yeah, but they just wasted all that time on the sentry, and Box just switches off before they can even get it, and they've just wasted all that time. They've not got the injury, they've not got the gun, they got nothing. Except for some cap time that's now been completely negated by the recap. Fishkop does go down and Clips feeding on top. What? He was trying to get back round to go on the top pipe.
No.
And Charlie's in, gets the gun and the engine.
Cars in fact died, so they're all really low coming into this, but they are getting onto this point really early. Matty Azian, they're finding the kills. Can they do this? War in a 1v2. He has the paint right now and he's not going to do it. 3-3. We're going to another golden cap, ladies and gentlemen. That's excellent. Oh my word. This grand final was really heating up. Jeez.
Yeah, this is a lot closer than we'd expected.
2 maps, 2 golden caps.
Yeah. When you predicted we wouldn't even see a third map.
No, I didn't.
And here we are.
I thought Clarted would have this in the bag, and it turns out the Germans are going insane. Fishkopf with the air shot, the double air shot, sorry, on mid, and then War with the double air shot on last as well.
Yep.
Holy moly. Oh my god. So let's take a look at some of these logs to show what it's telling.
War with the 10k damage, 350 DPM, going 21 and 13. As that's what I said at the start. Like War would just like reign supreme on this map. He's still
Indeedy.
like the next highest is Charlie, who's
Ooh.
like over 1,000 damage behind him, but just
That.
over 300 DPM.
Yeah, your prediction was pretty much perfect there, Kerm. But no banners, sad face.
Yeah, very unfortunate. Matty didn't seem. I don't know how much he died on process, but he only like 22 for 11 there. Like, it seems that he played pretty good. Just not as well as War, but then let's look at it. Oh, Matty actually took more heals than War did. Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe he did it on less resources, but nope.
Cards having a few more deaths in this game than on process, probably because of the sticky traps and the amount of times he got bombed. And Granary is sort of known for medics dying, so that could be probably forgiven. But the DPM of the scouts remaining low just because of the stalemates. But Voxtech finding 25 frags.
25 and 13, like, he did pretty well, and like only one of the frags was on injury. That was it a sentry? Yeah, he got his level 2 sentry got a kill in one of the last holds when his gun was like really far forwards, I think.
Indeedy. So, coming into this golden cap, you still reckon the Germans have got it? Because I think the Germans are going to win this golden cap, personally.
I definitely think they can. Stefan... Oh no, he joined Spec, thought he'd left. If War keeps putting out the same amount of damage, yeah.
Yeah. How long do you reckon it's going to last, golden cap wise?
I think it's... I don't want it... I was going to say either the same as last time, where I said either 1 minute and it's just a complete roll, or it'll be like a short stalemate. But I want to try and commit to just one answer here. So you tell me yours, and then I'll guess.
Okay, I'm going to go with, I think we're going to see a 7 minutes. 7 minutes of golden cap. The Germans winning it. I think there's going to be a disaster on the side of clarted. They're gonna lose the first mid, right? But Cars is going to survive, and he's going to go all the way back to last. They're going to retain their Uber advantage, and then they're going to do a 5-man sack into last, force the Uber, and then or drop the Uber, and then they're just going to win. Predicts.
I think, and this isn't just because it is close to yours, but I did think of it off mic before you said 7. I was thinking 8 minutes.
Yeah.
I think I don't know how stalemate it'll be, but I think an 8-minute golden cap here. But then it's either that or it will just be an absolute roll. It's because that's just the nature of Granary, really.
Indeed.
If mid goes horrifically, then the Brown's going to go horrifically.
Real quick, just so the chat are involved, how long in chat do you think the golden cap will last? The winner will get a key, and Dum Tum is aiming to get that key as well. So, to get his second key of the series. So, good luck, ladies and gentlemen, on that one, and add me if you don't have me added already. Oh, everyone's so spamming now, Jesus. And, yeah.
Is it cheating that Dum Tum at the same time as you said 7 minutes said 7 minutes? Dum Tum said that, and I feel it was very close. Oh, Gilga and Zombo guessing 420. I see you out there.
Yes, we see you out there, lads. I've got to try and copy and paste this entire chat. Hang on.
I'm liking Rivka's 114.
Alright, I've noted down the minutes.
Neither team is ready quite yet.
Right. We have got all of the players, however, on the teams. I think we're going to see big war, of course, but I think Voxtech is going to do equally as big.
He will do equally as big?
Yes. He's going to go massive on the frags. As we go live now, Kermit. It's fantastic. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, for this best of 3 series between Clarted and Das Liest ist doof. Nailed it! and making our way into the mid for this golden cap. So good luck, ladies and gentlemen. I've copied down all of your things, and we should see what's going to happen here. And Stefan making his way in really deep on this mid, rolling out through garage, going on top of Matiasi and applying some pressure, but surfs out nicely. And Charlie on top of the crates there does take some spam himself. But nice pressure from the Germans here. But they are just toing and froing as no one wants to really make this first move. As Shocky now gets Frank first. Gazi takes him down, and it's like we're going to see double soldier aggression as Fishkop and Clip bomb in on top of Charlie, take him down. Menti dying, however, and Fishkop and Clip. Voxtech also going down. That's a wipe for the Germans, and it looks like Clarted are going to make their way forwards here, Kermit. My prediction is well off.
This could be what we've been thinking, where mid goes bad, the whole run goes bad. Like, they basically have the full second cap, and Boxing and Clip are... Yeah, they have the cap before Boxing and Clip even spawn. Stefan at least was getting the sentry up kind of early, but it's only going to be level 2 at most when Clarted come in here. Unless Foxy can work some magic on Sniper here in the left hand spawn.
Indeed, we have got Clip currently up on the pipe. He is not in the forward spot that we saw last on the other last hold, but he's still up on that pipe nonetheless, and well, on a pipe. And looks like Clarted are now sorting out how they're going to do this push, talking through their game plan before they go in. And they have now popped up the move on to Gazi, just leading through with Matiasian as well. They spot another sentry gun, they start taking it down. And Clip has not been pressured at all yet. And it's now taking some spam from the soldiers, but it looks like this push is now going to absolutely nowhere. As Matiasian gets taken down and Menti now re-pushing with his scouts. And OJ getting taken down as well, Charlie getting pressured, and Cars has to leave. And that is going to be a bit of a disaster already, as Charlie is still hiding up top, however, going for the point. And manages to take down the heavy, but does get cleaned up there by Fishkop, as he did stay on last. So good job of leaving 2 players at last there. And they are going to make their way out to yard now, Kermit.
Menti's got a huge ad here as well. I'm very glad Clip didn't try and go to that top position, because that is literally what lost them the actual round there that's brought us to the golden cap. Gazi's in the back cap here, but Stefan's already on his way back for him.
Indeedy.
Oh, is Menti going to get forced? No, he doesn't.
No, but Gazi going low and in the back lines. It's just sort of chilling out there. He's dragged so many players back, and Clip manages to take him down, however. So it's a 2-man advantage now for the side of the Germans, and most of them are now coming forwards, and Clip is now making his way forwards as well. And Clarted should have cottoned onto that as they do take down Voxtech. Nice spot from Charlie, manages to force Menti there, and Cars now has to use the low. Oh my
5 HP.
So low there from Cars, and nearly dies, and Menti gets gone on top of it. Menti nearly dies as well, but Cars now getting back as Fishkop knows he's still low. And coming forwards with this, and Clip now gets on top of Matty Azien and takes him down. And a demo man down for the side of Clarted is a bit disastrous, as they're going to have to let go of second for this.
Yeah, we do have a soldier hiding and drop down here. We've got OJ. Don't know what he's going to do.
Oh, he's through.
If he might come in from Z and just see if he can get a pick or something. But the Germans are just in on last. I don't know if this is going to be a soft commit or...
No, it appears to be, yeah, it's just a soft commit like you said. Voxtech not really going anywhere with this one, just a bit of pressure there to force them out. Little bit of cap time, but barely anything that's going to trickle out very quickly, and stalemate is going to take place. No off-classes for the side of the Germans, even though they lost a player earlier. We are seeing the sentry gun of Gazi going up as well, so just big old resident sleeper stalemate.
OJ did actually, I'm not sure how, but he did manage to get out through all that. While that push was going on, he just must have went in like just the bottom left door or something. So it was nice that he actually got out and didn't die or anything, which would have been pretty disastrous. War just peeking in here. Oh, the gun's been moved up actually, the gun's really close.
Yeah, so I guess they want to draw the attention to the gun first. Or deny sacks with it, because denying sacks with that gun is really useful, because if anyone draws their bomb off the wall, they just get shot into the skybox. As I say that, Clip goes in for a bomb off the other side.
Gun not seeing him, getting him eventually.
Yeah, he was within the sightline of the pipe there as he bombed around, so clever from Clip there to find that entrance in without getting shot with the sentry, but the sack not finding anything, and we are seeing the sniper of Vori come up.
Hopefully someone will peek this door for him on bottom right. Here we go. Oh, OJ peeking it, does miss his first shot.
See Menti. Doesn't really find him though, fortunately. If this shutter opens, it could be disastrous, but the Germans are chilling out there. They know he's on sniper because they heard him fire the shot.
He's been very patient. He had like a shot on a scout there. He's decided not to take it and hoping that the medic appears.
Yeah,
Say
finding
to what, just hope.
a scout pick, just not useful. Oh, they are coming in top though. Menti does have to use Uber. And they are coming in really deep. Stefan is the only one. Voxtech is also in on the Uber. And it's looking like an excellent Uber for the side of Clarted. It's just Charlie taking this one.
On top, though.
And, yep. Oh. Okay, and Stefan goes in, and Matiasian dies. In fact, so there's a demo down for the side of Clarted. And like you said, they're heavy can turn the tides if they decide to dry push this. No demo for 7 seconds on the side of the blue team. And Fishcop in really deep on top there. But Stefan and Fishcop getting so low, and the sentry gun's doing so much work, there's just very little pressure on. Oh my god!
Charlie behind.
War manages to take down all of the structures, however, from the NG. OJ just on top there. Charlie, like you said, behind, kills Stefan. And it's just going to be Matty and Cars. Cars getting an arrow onto OJ there to save him. And Cliff getting down onto this point. It looks like they're going to be able to get this almost. And Charlie goes in. And Voxtech and Menti on top of the point. But they managed to take them all down. It's just Fishkopf left standing. And this is a big monk-esque Kermit as he's coming in from up top. He doesn't care about the quality, but the just and dies.
The heavy needs to go on top really for that push to work. It just makes it so much harder for like the soldiers to pressure him. They can't jump up to get to him. He just absolutely denies them. I don't know why he went to the low ground. And yeah, we do have a crit streak for Menti here, so they will have a bit of an advantage. So will be in the war cam very soon. He's already like spotting out where people are. I think he knows Cars is on the middle pipe here. The middle pipe. The right hand pipe.
Indeed.
See, they're at 95 and Cars is only at 80.
Nope, they are going to start coming in as they are starting to clear the stickies. But it's very slow and methodical to try and get in here, but...
Here comes War.
They're not coming. Oh, crits! It's crits Cree!
Yes, it's crits, I said, yes!
Oh, sorry.
He gets one pick with it.
Holy moly.
Uber from Cars.
It was a beef. Oh well, Menti has huge ad now to work with because, you know, they get crits ad.
Yeah, well, they already had the crits ad, and I'm not sure what happened. War, like, had the sticky lined perfectly looking towards Cars, and I don't know, just didn't fire.
It's a cringe Krieg is what it was.
Yeah, but they do have a 30-40 ad here. Hopefully we'll see something there. Guns down a yet another different place here. It's on the right hand side behind the tyres. See what happens with it, but on the war cam again.
Coming in with the crits.
With 100% crits. But he has to shoot the sentry, yeah.
Yeah, you can't really crit the sentry gun, it's not going to work, and Cars didn't even get pressured at all there. And retains that Uber as Menti is just building that Uber back up. Cars now has his Uber, and Fishkopf is hiding above, so he gets spotted out by Vori there, and also gets gone by Gazzy. Clip is also up there as well. Gets pressured heavily by Matty ATN and forced out there, and Voxtech trying to take a 1v1 War, getting some pressure on top of that point, but they're just corner capping this one, and War is walking forwards into them, getting so much pressure. They just use around the corner. It's absolutely shocking, and Charlie goes in really deep onto War, manages to find that frag, and Voxtech getting caught out as well. It's a nice snowball effect coming out from the side of Clarted. Cars with a really nice surf, but can't really get away from Clip as he does go down there, and Menti dying as well though, however, for the side of the Germans. Fishkopf is that only member left alive, and Charlie takes this fight, and then Fishkopf frames. And then pistol whip by Stefan.
Charlie almost hitting the air shot as well onto the fish there. That would have been pretty fat. Could see Menti should definitely switch. Yeah, he's back on Uber. The crits was not working out too well.
Indeedy.
Oh, is that a spy or spy check? I think Charlie's just checking for
spy check.
Crits or Uber.
Oh.
Hell.
Breaking all your crockery in your house there, Kermit.
Had a cheeky yogurt earlier, hit the spoon down.
Oof. And, okay, so stalemate happening here. Another one. No banners yet, Kermit.
I'm watching OJ right now in this lamp. I want to see OJ just hit a nice cheeky sink onto Menti right now. I believe. Oh no, he's gone. He's off the lamp.
He jumped down, yeah.
Nice, very nice. Glad that I say things. unless he's just getting rebuffed and then jumping back up. But
who knows? Probably not. Probably just going to chill out. I don't think he's going to commit to that because Menti's not going to come through anytime soon. So I'm going to. Oh, Menti catches a rocket there. Nice catch.
oh, OG's in.
Oh, indeed.
He gets scout classed. Menti with a nice surf, avoiding the spam as well. From Charlie, I think. Just Charlie with like like a really tight angle there.
Indeedy. The ultimate life form scout is hard to beat. Just more stalemate spamming, and we have got Charlie back up. Oh, OJ is committed to the spy. That's Kermit. It's happening.
It's finally happening. We're getting something to.
I think he might be spotted.
Did Wars see him though?
Yeah, Wars saw him. Oh, no.
Yeah, Vox is still like just spamming at choke. Let's see if OJ can get anything done here. Yeah, Wars just like swinging melee. Wait, Stefan's on spy as well. Shit, I didn't even notice that there's a double spy. I think I'm a giant Pepega brain. Right, let's.
Cars has got his back against the wall though. Cars should go up on the high ground here. Bori is in fact
Menti could do the same.
Yeah, Menti could do the same, you're right. It's really hard to...
Boxy's like just shooting randomly though, I know it's gonna happen.
I don't know which spy camp to be on, because OG is so close to Menti! Fishkopf goes down.
Fishkopf goes down, maybe that's a distraction.
Yeah, distraction, indeed, yeah.
Making Clarted move forward,
But
Stefan
in
default.
return though, we are going to see the distraction play coming out for OJ. Okay. Alright, here's the strat.
What? Okay, there's been an Uber from Cars, you got forced.
They're taking an
Menti is so much later.
Yeah, this is a better exchange for Menti, and Vor managed to
Stefan
end up
just
behind.
decloaked
Gets
him.
on Menti, he nearly gets it. Alright, OJ, decloak and revolver. Decloak revolver. Right now. Okay.
Stefan just shooting everything on his way back. He's going to change the scout, but sadly OJ is still stuck on spy.
Yeah.
And they know that he's on spy.
Oh. Right, he's looking.
Menti's like doing
So
180s every now and then as well.
Yeah, Menti is clocked on. Does not want to get backstab. Eventually he's going to turn off though. And let his guard down.
OJ's decloaked.
Oh, they heard it, I think. OJ walking forwards. He hasn't been spotted. He's one with the red team.
This
Okay,
soldier
so
will
it's
see
fine.
him.
I guess
Yeah.
it gets crushed, yeah. Unfortunate there.
Even Ubers though, but just
Charlie coming in.
Yeah, just Charlie get the Menti
Oh, the
doesn't
second
even-
exchange. War goes down. It's just Stefan dies as well. That's 2 people down for the side of the Germans, but also losing 2 as Gazzy and Vori go down, and it's just Charlie and Cars left to run out of the shutter, and is just even players. But Warrior dying there is a bit disastrous because no picks there. But Gazzy just found a conch, so maybe that'll let them clock on. So maybe you should be using a banner at some point.
Boxy's really aggressive here, just wanting to try and start some cap time. Fishkopf's just. Oh, he went top and dropped down and. Oh, big pipe from Matty getting 2 there.
Matty with a nice pipe, take it down 2, and that's going to be 3 down for the side of the Germans, which is going to open things up for the side of Clarted.
Gazzy's
Matty going for a
behind.
team bomb. Gets some nice damage onto Stefan and War, and Gazzy, like you said, in behind trying to guns off. Menti doesn't find anything, is getting scattergun down and dies, and that's going to be a big feed, but it looks like we are seeing the bomb come in from Charlie, but gets cleaned up immediately there by War's pipes. And looks like they want to try and repush this. Matty managing to get a pipe onto War, waiting for an arrow. Menti coming in with the heals, and Fishkopf gets taken down there, and it's looking a bit bad for Clarted right now.
They are 3 down, but it's even over. They might just take the trade. Like, War is weak already.
Yep, the Uber gets
Cars want to stay aggro with the Uber and just standing while Matty jumps away.
Yeah, they had a better Uber there. The Uber is in fact still on while theirs was on for a few seconds there. Nice edge from Matty to Zell. Holy, Matt survives that as well. Very good deny play coming out from him, and they managed to take down Clip. Charlie going for the resack pretty much immediately, and just feeds away his life. So more stalemate action to come. Excelente.
Yep. Might see another spy play, but this time out of Charlie. And Charlie and Cliff instead of OJ and Fish. Or Stefan even.
Do you think we're going to see a
Sadly
drop
no.
coming out of either medic at any
Yeah,
point?
I think we're going to see a really bad one out of one of them. Where like they should just pop, but you know they want the team to clear up the soldier that's in. Or War will just hit some miracle pipe from like across the map.
Charlie bombing through.
Clip feeding and choke? No, it's happened a few times though where he's like been really aggro and choke trying to get some damage or something and just died.
Yeah.
Charlie just takes like a bit of heals and then just bombs into choke and has been getting like a pick like pretty consistently. War does have sticks on choke now though. Oh. Resident sleeper time.
Resident
Oh no!
time,
War
indeed.
going very low there. Like I think that was Buri almost getting the pick.
Catches an arrow.
Charlie going weak, but he just jumps away.
I want to see a sack come out from one of these players. Like, there's loads of room on the left side. Like,
It's like
oh!
catch it, yep. Buri going
Buri.
low.
Getting bullied.
Yeah, OJ, I think, just got rushed down by Stepan and Boxy there on the left hand side. Boxy's still in. Oh, they're just
there he
coming in
is.
with the Uber? Okay, they're going
Yeah, I
for
want
an
to
exchange.
take another exchange. Interesting call. Menti is now just leaving. We don't find anything with that one. Only one down, and that's just going to be OJ dead as War gets low. Maybe a little. Oh, War overextended.
Oh,
gets
air
Skybox,
shot by
dies.
Charlie.
Charlie, yeah. And Matty Azing go down there. Nice rocket onto Clip as well, takes him down. Voxtec getting low. Menti is now exposed and left alone as Gazzy now gets on top of Menti. And Fisher solve that frag, and it's going to be a wipe coming out from the Germans. And that's an all caps really in the chat there.
Yeah. Oh, and your shit from OJ. And Stefan beefed about 3 pistols of clips of pistol on Cars there on second. I think Cars was on like 30 HP or something, and Stefan missed just like at least 12 bullets. Just got no damage on. He only had to land 2, and he missed 12 at least. We've got he's on sniper and forward spawn though.
Unfortunately for him, Cars is on the other side of the map.
OJ's weak, but he just gets body like no scope. Nothing really happens.
Indeedy, we haven't got
Sentry
sentries.
going up.
Indeed.
Let's
Clip.
go
Oh,
heavy
they're going
again.
into last. They're moving into last now with the supercharge, trying to get some damp, and Charlie going on top of this pipe, gets on top of Menti, doesn't land the second rocket, however, and they do, in fact, lose Warhay here on the side of the Germans, which is looking good for the side of Clarted as Matty is finding some damage onto these scouts. Voxtec and Stefan getting insanely low, but he just getting classed on by Fishkopf, and Charlie is left alone, but Cars is escaping once again. And does manage to get out there, it would seem, and is now running out in yard as Clip is now chasing through. Voxtec is also coming through, and can he link up with anyone? He's desperately screaming for his team, please, I need a player to come heal. And Menti is now making his way into mid, as there was no second cap, and they don't need to spend time on that, as Menti now has full Uber advantage to work with Kermit.
Yeah, I think it was just Fishkopf just kind of let Cars escape there instead of chasing them down. Just wanted to make sure that Matty and I think it was Charlie that were last on site there couldn't get anything done on last even. Worth it just to make sure that, you know, no pipes happen. Oh, Fishkopf down to the sticks of Matty. Just on the little platform there. Don't know if they just want to take a scout Uber in maybe, like Scout and Warren, just try and... They won't be able to get Cars, he's way too far back. Oh, and there's a back cap from Gazzy. They're sending Clippin', they're sending 2 back for it, so there's only 3 in yard. They might go for the Uber exchange here now.
Gazzy's playing with Clip. Oh my god, Fishkopf dies as well to Gazzy!
Oh no.
Gazzy's still alive, he's just playing with Clip.
This scout class. They're just kind of leaving him now though.
Yeah, realising he's behind is a good thing to take care. And Clip taking a bit of damage there on yard. It's a bit risky holding this yard area when you know you've got that scout behind you. They could force a pincer maneuver from Gazzy where they run him through bottom
I think
bottom
he's going
left.
for Fishkopf again.
Maybe. Clip going back as well. 3 players back.
He's dead. And War's just still just spamming out. They actually do pick up Charlie there.
Okay, this is good for the side of the Germans, and Menti now has to use his Uber as he gets low, and Kars still hasn't used, and Matty just gets out of there, and Kars didn't use that entire time.
I don't think they don't think they were going for the force. They literally just wanted to get the point just to make sure they had like the space.
Indeed. War's still pressuring at the shutter, and they could just Uber in with Vory right now. And strong top of Fishkopf going in for a sack, doesn't find anything. OJ takes him down. And Charlie now in this lunchbox area, just sort of chilling out. Everyone's not really doing too much, and now they're coming into this lunchbox area with the Uber. Clip hiding in lunchbox, and War also spamming some pipes up, getting a bit of damage onto Vori, not really finding too much. They're now capping out this point, and still really closely held from War. He could get gone on with this Uber.
Clip does find Charlie over towards Z, I think that was. No, it was in lunchbox. Oh no, it was on point.
Ubers are now even now.
Even Ubers, yeah, there's... I'm surprised that...
How slow it is, you know, like...
Charlie spy? No, he's spy checking.
Yeah. These Ubers are so slow, like, they're not taking these advantages when they get Clip and Fishcop with a synchronized jump into the lunchbox.
Too much on the line, I think, for them to take kind of risky Ubers. They just want to play it as safe as possible.
Yeah.
Hence why we've only seen, you know, one-off class so far, really, in the series so far.
Yeah, another team wants to lose this one out. I think they've been playing a bit too hard to get this one as a loss. What minute are we at? Do we know? I don't know. I don't know how to check.
Yeah, I'm not sure either, to be honest with you. But it's been a while. Oh, Clip in, gets the force onto cars, but Mente dies as well. And they both go down to Charlie.
Oh no.
And Clip Charlie.
Shocky running into last there to go back, and maybe a pressure for a back cab. We have got Voxtech also hiding. It hasn't been spotted out by Charlie, and it just is in behind. Stefan loses the 1v1 to Vori, and Voxtech still not checked, is hiding in behind. But
you can go now. He has to go fast.
He's going in. No, 6 times on the cap.
He can't get it. Yeah, times 8.
Times 10. No blocks coming out from the side of the Germans. Voxtech a little bit late on the trigger to get through there, but now that they know Voxtech is in behind, I think they're going to start making their way forwards. That is pretty much what they want to do, but they're one player down the side of Clarted, so maybe just going to opt to go back to get Voxtech and then make their way back forwards again. With the Uber. Oh my holy moly!
Oh lord. That's a mid push. OJ going down here. Doesn't get any rockets off on a Mente.
Is it me or the Germans just all... it feels like War is just going insane.
Yeah, this is just War's map.
Yeah, Uber popped out from the side of Clarted. Menti also pops out their Uber, but it's a better Uber for the side of the Germans, and Cars down. Oh, this could be absolutely disastrous. Yeah, and they also trying to get on top of Menti right now. Menti is left alone, and to fight Charlie. Gets Minecrafted by Charlie and goes down. Unfortunately.
Just boxes sitting a choke here. And just catches a direct from OJ. Just goes straight down.
Sorry, I need a few moments.
Stefan just tunnel visioned onto Matty, I think it was, and just didn't turn around to help Mente out there. Jeez.
Alright. So another stalemate since Menti got pickaxed. And yeah.
He's just mining.
Just mining diamonds. Resident Sleeper for this one. Is everyone still chilling out? No off classes, no banners.
Just stickies for more.
If they know they're gonna play it slow, why haven't they opted for a sniper? I don't understand like the thinking.
Snipers are a bit pretty bad in this map, but banners on the other hand.
Banners are very good.
No, but sniper's not great really. It's like even on last, it's like not that good. But that's why spy's really quite a good off class. You know, it's not very fun to play against, but Pyro's pretty strong in this map just because it's like soldiers just spam that much, and there's so much of it is going to be like close quarters.
Voxtech is in on the spy.
There's a lot of spam going on around him.
He's a crouching tiger. Oof, oof. Nearly gets popped by cars. Cars nearly.
God, he has like no clothing left. This is.
Oh.
He's also got like a strange revolver and like a strange knife and stuff, so he can be spy checked by anyone if they decide to go for it.
Aye, indeed. He's chilling out. And oh, Charlie with a rocket jump that nearly found him, and Cars chilling out on the back there. I don't think they've clocked on to the fact that there's a spy.
Gazi's went in. OJ's dead as well. Boxy's in.
Box.
He's on the medic!
Oh, he gets the drop! Oh, finally it's happening! Boxy with the drop. drop there. Very well played from him. And Matty AZN going there to try and find some form of salvation for that. But Menti just refusing to come in there, does not want to get forced or whatsoever. Clip winning the 1v1 against Charlie. Matty AZN walking backwards, War coming in through Z. And it's looking very good for them right now. And making their way through Fishkopf now, taking some ground for his team, starting to get this cap up. Menti still with the Faluba advantage. Gazzy up on the NG to try and make something happen here. Kermit, as they're probably going to come to loss very soon.
At least he's got a level 2 at least, so, and they've got a heavy right next to this. Yeah, good Buru's moving. Like, just having him take all the same damage as the sentry's pretty awful. I think they're just going to wait in war and then just go in on the Uberad. Or not even, they're just going to go straight in without war.
Yeah, they use immediately. Voxtech catches that Uber. They're getting onto Bavori right now, trying to get him into the spawn door. The Sentry Gun doing a lot of work, but does eventually get taken down at range by Voxtech as Stefan and Fishkopf falling on the pipe. OG getting low. Stefan playing the point pretty much immediately. So much pressure on this cap. Gazzy going down as well. Looking a bit disastrous. The health bar's so low for the side of Clarted, and can't get on top of it, and that's it. Menti with the cap indeed, and that's going to be a golden cap victory to the Germans. And going to a map 3 now.
Whew. That was a long game. MVP.
Alright.
Not sure who would get the MVP to. War with that 3k with the stickies was very big, but Voxy with a drop that kind of just did win the round.
Yep. I said that I think that
large.
War's going to go big, but Voxtech is going to go equally big. If you remember that. Alright, so the timer for that was 26 minutes and 3 seconds.
Oh god, I don't think did anyone guess even close to that?
I'm looking through.
I'm gonna scroll through chat and see if I can find it.
I got one here for 38 minutes. I think the 38 minutes is one of the closest ones.
No one guessed longer than 15, so that someone guessing over 15 would be a winner. Oh, Ugers says 17.
Ugers?
So he's, yeah.
Okay,
he said that before anyone else even said anything, I think.
Awesome. Ugers, congrats, you won a key. Add me on Steam. Smiley face. But yeah, so now we're going to Sunshine to decide the grand finals of Division 1. Ugh.
Sorry, I'm just double checking the chat there to make sure there was no one else, but no, it looks like it was the Ugers that won. Congrats.
Ugers. Congrats, Ugers.
Yeah, let's quickly see the logs there. Like, War, second top damage there. Charlie, the tank, 330 DPM basically.
Oof.
War with a... Matty actually only died 9, went 16 for 9. Like, a bit less damage than War, but did die less. Cars 4 deaths, Menti 6.
Yeah, just the drop that made it all though, for Voxtech there. They did try the crits, Krieg, so respect to them for trying the crits. But unfortunate they couldn't win that
2
one.
crits, and I think they got nothing really.
Yeah. Unfortunate. Man oh man. This is
guess War's damage plus or minus 50, and News will give all the. He says, "I'll give you my hats."
It's a good one to do. Oh, geez, 2 golden caps is really 2 golden caps in 2 maps. It's really
Peter saying it's past his bedtime.
I did not. Hopefully, we don't get a 3rd golden cap, or I'm going to lose my goddamn mind. Jesus. Alright, so. Sunshine. I haven't seen either of these teams play Sunshine, but it's a decider, and it was picked by Clarted. So, we gotta assume that it's going to be Clarted favoured, right?
Well, I guess like is it actually picked by them, or is it just it's because it's the only map left that neither team favoured or banned?
On the ETF2L page, it was decided when they only got to ban 2 maps. Well, they banned 2 maps total, and then they started picking, and then because they're the highest seeded team, Clarted got to pick the last map.
I'd be curious to know what the other map could have been. Early is saying in chat that I had to say his name, so that's done. That's the only request I'm taking. Thanks.
Yeah, so the 2 bans that we had were Snake and Logjam. And Vori picked Sunshine last, yeah. So this is a Clarted pick map. The other maps they could have picked were Gully Wash and Koth Product.
Yeah, I guess. Gully Wash is going to be a no. Like, we saw War on a pretty demo-centric map, and he just absolutely pounded.
Yeah.
Seeing him on Gully Wash, it would probably be that, but even worse.
Indeed.
I'm not sure what I think of this map. Like, Viaduct, obviously, like, with Vox Tech, who's just like a DM beast, and Shocky as well. Ditto. War as well on Viaduct, I think, was pretty fat, so I guess you just don't want to really go up against them on that.
I mean, this map can be surprisingly good for high bombs and stuff, can't
yeah,
it? Like,
the skybox is amazing on this map.
Yeah, so, but I think, that being said, like you mentioning the scouts, it can be a bit of a scout-centric map sometimes with just how the terrain is. It's just wide open, and fighting a scout on the floor when you're a soldier can be difficult.
Yeah.
So Vox Tech and Shocky could take this one home, but I mean, Vori and Gazi. Gazi's whiffed a few shots, and Vori's been pretty pound. Especially on Process.
Who is this that's come in on the server that has not been here before? Oh, right, okay. Who do we think is leaving? Oh, it must be Buri, I guess.
Maybe, yeah.
He's not on the server now, and Gazi's still there. So I guess Buri's had to go to bed.
It's past his bedtime.
Or just, net died or something.
Maybe. Indeed. But, do you still think that Clarted is going to win this after that showing that we saw in Granary? Since we've had, two golden gaps.
Depends how they do with Thomas subbing in for Buri here. Because they're both very good scouts, it's just how well that he plays with the team. So I don't know if he's played with them much at all this season. Because this map, there's quite a lot of places you can just hide for back caps, which Stefan and everyone seems to be going for for the Germans here. I'm trying to think here. Charlie with a very nice jump in the pre-game there. That was very cool. I hadn't seen that before.
Time to learn some jumps.
Yeah.
Things we get to see in the pre-game.
I think this could be something like a 3-1 to the Germans. I'll predict.
I'm going to think 2-1 to Clarted.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, still close, but I think Clarted are going to maybe do something here. They're going to... Since this is their pick, I kind of want to favour them on their pick. And they might have some secret strategies, scribbing it more than other teams. I mean, Sunshine came into it came in last season, didn't it?
It came back last season.
Yeah, it came back last season from I don't know how long the break was of not having Sunshine, but
I think it was just one season.
Yeah.
Oh no, it was in season 30 as well. I'm pretty sure. Or was it? Yeah, because we had Cardinal and Sunshine. I think.
Yeah. You're right.
I don't know. There was a break though, but I'm willing to bet both teams will probably scrim this about the same amount as each other.
Well, hopefully we don't have another golden cap because I'm one hungry boy and I need more water and I need to, get the sleeps. But hopefully we'll actually screw the sleeps. I don't sleep very well.
Imagine being told to sub for a team and then you have to play all their playoff games when you really don't want to. Is what War says in chat. And then have to play Sunshine at 10:30.
The man just wants to read his paper and watch EastEnders.
That's sad. Hopefully it's something better than EastEnders.
Coronation
Well, we
Street.
do have all 12 in the server now, actually.
Oh, we're about to be go then.
And Thomas has changed his alias to Vuri2. Good. So, just so we know who we're talking about.
Did you see
He
what
shall
more just
henceforth.
more in the chat?
TBH, my pillow isn't dry from the last time I cried in it, so I can't go to bed yet anyway. Oh well.
Yep, Thomas.
We'll start a GoFundMe to get Ward some new pillowcases.
Yeah, some dry sheets. Thomas henceforth known as Vori 2, like you said.
Yep. Or I wish I was Galactic Thomas _
Pepe hands.
Yeah. Gazzy, I'm gonna cry into my pillow today. That's a Pepe hands.
God, so many emos. Ah,
Ela team, Charlie's readied them up, so we're just waiting on the Germans plus War to ready up.
Yep, who have we got? Fish.
You know what I really hope? I hope we get to see another big air shot, because we've had we got 2 on Granary. I don't remember anything on Process.
Nah, Process was just. We had the big Matty AZN 2000 IQ air trap that denied an entire Uber.
Yeah, there was that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's not quite an air shot.
No.
But I'm hoping to see something big.
Yeah, we want to see something huge, like on mid, because the skybox is so big.
Yeah, and the skybox is huge on second as well. It's just until you get indoors, it's huge.
Yeah, might see some big indoor air shots. I mean, we saw a lot of air shots on last of, because the ceiling is still quite high in the last.
Yeah, it's true. Actually, in the just
lobby's
the only bit with a small skybox. And Fish is AFK apparently. Is he? Yep, there is one person standing in spawn. But it's Stefan. Let me get on the Fish Cop cam. He is deathmatching right now. So yeah, I don't know if Ward just typed the wrong name.
Holy moly, I'd like to get started rather soon, to be honest. Oh, we have no longer got AFK players. We are pretty much ready to go.
Gazzy has a bowl of pasta waiting. And War had Doritos for dinner. What an epic gamer moment. And a Whisper. He's got his gamer fuel today.
Someone's gone for the real OG dinner. Maybe that's why he's pounding so hard. Is that the secret formula? A Whisper and Doritos.
Hopefully not.
Not a fan of Doritos?
Fan, but not for dinner.
Well,
I think maybe that's why he's crying into his pillow, because he has Doritos and Whispers for dinner. We are going live though with the final map of this best of 3.
Ah, yes. On to Sunshine in this best of 3 series of the Division 1 Grand Finals, where in map 1 we saw Clarted win Process on a golden cap. In map 2 we saw the Germans win on a golden cap on Granary, so hopefully you don't see a Sunshine golden cap or I will end my own life. And we have got the demos coming into mid, and Matty AZN getting some good damage onto War nice and early, landing another sticky just to sort of tap away at him, but Menti there with the heals nice and early. We're asking a bomb from Clip as he goes down and pretty much immediately. Warrior taking down Thomas, Charlie going down as well to this pistol of Stefan. OJ now going in for a high ball, but not really finding anything but Fishkop pressuring now as OJ now goes in for this bomb after the mid fight is basically ended, but it's getting taken down by Box Tape there, so it's going to be the first mid win for the Germans.
That was nice. They just managed to keep Menti just protected the entire mid and didn't really overcommit to anything. They just kind of chose the side they wanted to push, pushed it, and everything kind of just worked out. Indeed. Minimal casualties.
Oh, body block going out from Charlie there. Nice prediction jump into Vishkov to block him and pushing in there.
Got a gun going up on the left hand side. No wait, nope. On the point.
In the cone.
Gazzy changing the engineer meta on Sunshine.
Indeed.
Thomas gets super aggro.
Indeed.
Thomas was in lobby chasing a scout out.
He's in body.
Fishkop's in.
Cars does
not. Oh wow, Cars to 45 HP.
Yeah, excellent hold from Cars. We also see the countdown cover from Charlie. Goes straight into lobby, tries to get on Stefan, but does just decide to escape there and manages to get out alive on 30 HP, holding that escape plan and getting out of there. And Voxtech now hiding in lower as well. Thomas just sort of checking around and stalemate already. Level 3 sentry guns up for Gazzy.
Yep, and no off glass or fish. War just spamming into lobby.
Once again, this can be another map where banners make sense, especially on this last, because it's really easy to beam a soldier in top left with Vox taken down by Matty's sticky trap, placed a little bit forward there on the right hand side, and easy peasy
Thomas
for him.
sniping in the lobby.
Yep.
Let's see if anyone decides to try and peek the door.
War peeks the door, doesn't really peek around the corner there, I think they... Oh!
That was very close.
The dot was
He's
on
got an
his
SMG
face.
as well. No cozy camper, no knockback reduction.
Yeah,
That,
I really...
Oh!
Well, what did
There
you
was a
see?
scout Stefan just standing AFK in lobby. Somehow Thomas missed it and Stefan went down to like 10 HP. Foxy's in on last on Spy though, so let's see. I don't know if he wants to go for a pick onto the NG or the sniper or just try and get this. Nah, War's just gonna get the sentry here.
Yeah, that sentry gun spot.
Oh no! It's so sentry was in like one pistol shot away from dying.
Yeah, the Gazzy managed to shoot one of
Voxy.
the stickies from the base of the sentry, and then it would have died if the sentry.
Voxy's been
Gazzy.
spy checked.
Yep.
And this is why, yep, there we go. This is why, right,
What?
this is a PSA. You do not wear strange weapons on Spy if you don't want to get spy checked. Like, literally, if he had just the normal, like, sapper, no hats on, no strangers, he probably wouldn't have known. But,
Charlie just shoots the ground in such a weird place and
There
takes
we
him
go.
down. Oh, it's funny. But Charlie has made his way forwards here, and they're taking on the ground, taking second, and because they did lose a bunch of players on that last there, so well played from the side of Clarted, and good job from Charlie spotting out that spy, and they're just trying to get some pressure to Flowers. War is kind of low right now, Fishcop makes his way forward with the beam of Menti, and they are just going to sort of go back here, back into a stalemate position, and luckily for us, Sunshine is really easy to sack on. You've got all these big areas you can work your way through, whether it's Choke or Flowers.
what, you know, oh, you know what I want to see here, here comes it, maybe I fight Charlie and clip. Remember that clip of Cadis trying to sack through Choke like 3 times and just keeps beefing it and then finally makes it? I want to see War do that right now, but clips in, clips deep.
You get nice sticky trap again from Matt Yazian.
Menti gets
Fishcop goes
forced.
down. Oh, this is a disaster for the Germans. They lost 2 and they get forced on their own sack. That's unfortunate. War is getting
I like
pressure now.
these
Step
stickies,
shocking,
what's
shocking, really close. Counts on cars gets piped down there pretty much. Matt Yazian taking him down, and they're going to be able to recap this point for free. They've still got uber advantage. They could make their way already, and I mean they're only going to be blocking one spawner with this cap, so they could go forwards now if they choose to, but opting not to, just want to block this spawner of Shocky and now make their way forwards into second, and they are opting to go through Flowers with this one, and Tomas leading the charge for the side of Clark, with Charlie bombing over onto Clip, spots him out immediately going into that corner, but Tomas to clean up that frag, and they're going to start capping second, but they are getting their way forwards. Menti still hasn't got Uber Shocky already up on the engineer class, and they are getting in really deep. Charlie, they're going into top right, they're going to use this Uber pretty much immediately, as they haven't even popped yet. Cars now does pop out that Uber. Matthias going in really deep, trying to find some stickies onto Menti, but not finding anything. War getting killed, however, could be a disaster. Menti insanely low, but does get the Uber. Manages to flash to Fishcop. It's now a disaster for the side of Clark. They have to get out of their cars. Does catch a rocket, but does manage to escape lower with Tomas. And OJ getting cleaned up in the back lines, and Menti surviving.
It's actually not going to be, as long as Menti keeps building, it's not going to be a huge ad here for Clarted. There are maybe like, okay, no, Menti's, no, he's done okay, but it was only like 5-6% Uber, it's now kind of widened to like 10-15.
Indeedy. Now we're just going to keep building. Another stalemate is going to take place.
Charlie,
Ladies and gentlemen.
close at Choke though.
War
Yeah,
taking some
sorry, it looked
stickies.
like he was going to bomb in and it
Yeah.
just stopped.
Yeah, Clip is just up on top on Flowers right now, spying out the spot cars as they are making their way forwards, and they haven't popped out the Zuba yet, and just getting loads of pressure. Charlie gets air shot by Fishcop and gets taken down, and Tomas walking forwards here, trying to get Mantis to use the Zuba as they finally do pop, and they have got a player advantage as War is currently dead to the side of the Germans. And this could be absolutely horrible. OJ trying to escape right now, just crater onto the floor, and we are seeing Tomas go on top of Menti. Can he land the Scatter shot? Come on, man! Takes him down eventually with a few pistol shots in the rear, and Tomas is just going to die now, probably. Oh, lands some nice damage onto Stefan, and looks like Clip is going to try and get something to happen in mid, but doesn't find Cars. This Cars is all the way out, and Fishcop and Foxtex trying to make their way forward. Charlie is now trying to defend this 1v2, and is getting pressured out heavily by these soldiers as Clarted are just out of there, keeping their medic alive there.
Like, Menti did so well to kind of juke out the scouts and then just saw the health pack and just ran in a straight line at it. They didn't even have to use their mice to aim, it was just straight line.
So let's go, the mouse. Start scratching his chin.
Yeah.
We are seeing this fight take place on mid, however. Menti is in fact in. If they could in fact just go forwards here, as Cars now pops out the super immediately. Oh, but drops Gazzy, and that could be really bad as Tomas is trying to make his way forward. Cars is dipping out of this one, as Tomas is still on top of Menti, trying to get some time, but just gets scared by Voxtech, and Fishkopf also finds Cars, and that is really unfortunate. OJ is just hiding in Cafe, and that Uber was really bad.
Yeah, that did not go as planned. Charlie going down in Cafe as well. There does at least trade with War, but like they still have to give up the point. While that whole Uber was, oh, Stefan catching the tape from mine. Oh, and there's. But the sticks are gone. I'm sure he had sticks on point.
Alright, so Menti has Uber advantage now, Kermit. How are they going to take this Uber?
I think it's if they take this Uber. I don't know if it's going to be a win. Yeah, they should. Probably just wait and War, go in, like, scout demo top right. Where's the sentry? The sentry's on point though, like.
In the same place as before.
And there's a, ooh, Tomas with a Brass Beast Heavy. I love it.
It's big, and they have now popped out the super coming into last. They do try and get on top of Cars, but Cars with 2 nice surfs to get away there. It does get pretty low. The sentry gun now down for the side of Clarted, but no casualties on their side right now. And Gazzy is up on his signature class of the Pyro. Buffed up to full. Cars gets gone on by, however, by Voxtech, and Voxtech takes him down. OJ manages to find the frag also onto Voxtech to take him down off of that overextension, and they are going to be able to get second.
Yeah, just a full wipe coming out. Like, I saw them go in a bit. Like, War got some good damage from point. He got the gun and then hit Charlie for like 200, and then Boxy came in, cleaned him up, and then cleaned up Cars as well. But that was all it. That was it. That was all they managed to get in the Uber. Like, they just got absolutely denied from doing anything else. And I don't know if it was, I doubt it was the Heavy. Heavy didn't actually get any kills, but I guess it's maybe just focus fire and just how hard it can be to play the point in this map. Because like there is a slight height advantage for the defenders on the left hand side where the sentry was.
Indeed.
It's even over.
Yeah, the Ubers have managed to even out because Cars have been building really well, and they would have had at it, but Fishkop going in for a sack manages to find Charlie and then Craters, and that's kind of funny because he gets airshot, deals the self damage, and then Fishkop with the clean up basically there. War is walking in here with Menti. Cars does have his Uber, so he can pop out when he feels like it. And okay, never mind, he didn't have Uber, did he? And he just dies. Menti picks up the medigun and retains 70%, but then dies as well. That's a little bit weird.
Oh,
okay, he didn't have
Scout stayed down with him. Okay.
Yeah, Gazzy was running back, and looks like Stefan trying to get into this DM fight. It's a 2v2 now. Fishkop has just respawned. Voxtech is in behind and just gets sticky off. Matty doesn't look.
Just runs through.
He doesn't even look at it, but does get taken out by Charlie there. Fishkop now coming in from Flowers to try and get some to happen. Going in onto the point, gets piped. Goes insanely low and takes a 1v1 with Charlie, but loses that one because he was so low from the pipe from Matty. And that was just a very dirty fight.
Yeah, that was just a complete mess. I was sure that that Cars actually did have the Uber there. I guess it must have been so close as well to actually have a near
99% near enough. I didn't see, but Matty catching an arrow mid, and they're going to take another mid fight, it would seem. As Gazzy managing to survive on that on the Tetris area, but managing to get out. Clip also getting gone on by Charlie there, but Charlie not finding anything there. And Germans making their way forwards here off that one pick that they get. Maybe going to send a sack now.
Yeah, they definitely can. Like maybe just send Fishkop to choke here. He's got the heals. Yeah, he's in. It's a couple rockets, but he's just not going to get anything.
Matty's denying all of these sacks. Lands like an air sticky or a sticky trap on high up on the wall, or hits an air pipe or something along those lines, and just totally denies them.
Yeah. Don't walk past. Here comes Doja, clips in. He hit one nice rocket. He could have got the kill there, but beat the second rocket. What was Matty doing there? He just he skyboxed himself.
He was
sticky jumping pop.
goes Super Saiyan and tries to sack him.
Oh, Fish getting low damage and
yeah, Charlie getting low there, and it's just like toing and throwing of this damage, and no one's really pushing off of it. But there's so much room on this mid right now. They could just walk in, maybe take an exchange, but Menti is so far back, so it's very hard to do so. In fact, and just another stalemate taking place. It's still 0-0. We've had 12 minutes of nothing happening.
And again, it's like, I don't know why they haven't just run an off-class, like just run a Spire Sniper, just try and get some sort of pick.
Surprisingly hard to snipe on Sunshine sometimes though.
Yeah, it can be. Oh, Clips maybe getting a frag?
Matie's in with a high sticky trap again on the lighthouse to take him down.
That's nice, yeah, just on the backside.
Yep.
I like that, that's good. Let's see if anyone runs back. Or, nah, no one's going to run back. Fish isn't going to off-class, is he? Nah. Sad times. Let's see if Charlie wants to do something. Spy check, maybe? Oh, yep. Come on, Charlie. Commit to the play. No.
Commit to the play. Oh, it's very sad to watch, isn't it?
It's fair enough. Charlie has the pocket, but...
Yeah, maybe OJ.
It'd be nice to see something...
OJ just not opting to sack, it seems. Seems he just wants to chill out on the flank. But Fishkoff
yeah,
is
just wants to
angling.
hold.
Fishkoff is angling again. We have got Shocky hiding on Cafe. Maybe something can happen there.
Oh wait, we do have a sniper now. Thomas has gone and sniped. Thank God.
Thank the Lord.
Let's see if he can get something.
Thomas is not a fan of the stalemates.
Who is, to be fair?
No one. I hate stalemates. Oh, Charlie dies. Stefan pops out finally, shows his face, and murders Charlie. And they are starting to walk their way and Clip in deep. Matty with the same sticky trap as before, and Clip goes into the same sticky trap as before. Oh.
That's an El Clasico.
El Clasico, I'm sacking into the same place and going to get killed by the same stuff again.
Let's see if Thomas... Oh, no.
Oh,
Here comes Uber.
It's looking like a better Uber for cars as it's draining slightly slower as there was less flashing coming out from them. But War is committed to staying in on this as Matty hasn't carpeted down that many stickies. He had to reload during that period. And Gazzy having to walk forwards here to try and defend something, but does land one big shot onto War. War getting kind of low there. Fishkoff's dying in the backlines as Charlie gets cleaned up by Clip. And OJ now making his way forwards. War is still pressuring rather heavily. Matty now full and does land a pop onto War. In fact, but War getting insanely low. War finally gets taken down. Clip goes to some cars, manages to get in the backlines and kills him. And Menti is out of there faster than a flash, and Shocky also leading the charge there to get him out. And Gazzy really pressuring here, but Thomas is in behind onto Menti. Manages to get a few scattergun shots, trying to get the clean up onto him with the pistol, but can't find it. It's so unfortunate there. Menti lives.
And Clip get trades with Matty on the back there. Charlie in with the bomb. He gets Menti. Oh, he just went straight through like 3 people and just one rocketed Menti there. Car's going to have a large ad here, but they will be holding last.
It's going to be around 20%, it would seem, if they keep building. But Menti now respawning, and the player has gone back for Menti, so it's starting to build like 20% or 15% advantage around that. And they are shilling out last, like you said. They have opted for the Poot, and Gazzy is not opted for the Engineer. Maybe Thomas wants to Engineer.
Gazzy goes back to spawn as you see it and goes Engie.
Yes.
The caster's curse.
The caster's curse, indeed. But again, the same spot. This spot hasn't worked at all, but he's committed. I admire it.
I guess it denies anyone trying to like sack in from under or like peak top right.
Yeah.
Charlie spy checking for off class. There's nothing in.
For the The rocket was so close to hitting cars. Cars hugging the wall there, not strafing out.
Charlie looking like he wants to try and counter sack. Or maybe just go for the exchange. But catching those iron bomber pipes.
Menti's in a good spot here, so if they want to take a trade, they won't do anything.
Thomas sniper on the right. Oh, top left, okay. I like this. If someone tries to peek from balcony, he's just going to get them.
This is an angle. Oh, just gets spotted up by Fishkoff and goes low and has to back off. Unfortunately there, Charlie getting in aggressive there to replace and peel. Menti getting low as well in the lobby area, waiting for a pack to maybe
Clip on heavy, I love it.
They've spotted out the sentry gun now, a bit of information from Shocky, and as you said, Clip up on the heavy.
Not using the Thomas lab, he just wants maximum damage. Just running the stock minigun. Here comes the exchange.
He's staying on second. If he wants them to come into them, make them overextend.
They're making the Uber look like it's awful. War's not feeding,
Clip is
he's
still
deliberately dying.
They've called the heavy. Charlie spots it. Clip taking basically no damage. Gets arrowed up there, and this is going to deny any aggression that the soldiers want to get. As Clip is, this is really clever actually. Clip is denying these soldiers so hard, and then tanks all of the damage. Matty now has to reload, and Voxtech gets on top of him and takes him down. It's a huge brain play, but Gazzy's in with the frontier justice, and it doesn't matter, Voxtech, as you get taken down. And War is taking a fight with a scout, Menti in with the cleanup arrow to take him down. Yep, and also manages to get out there. War staying alive, and Cars is just going to walk backwards here. The heavy was huge, and War is still taking a fight with OJ. OJ overextends, nearly dies to Clip, and does get out of there.
If only like Clip had gotten like just a tiny bit more damage, he would have actually gotten like at least one frag and maybe lived a bit longer. Thomas on sniper again.
Yeah.
With so many people holding top left though for clarted, it's like not many people are going to peek there before the Uber. I don't think he's really going to get any chance to kill anyone in the left hand side.
Yeah, this sentry gun is watching lower, so it's really hard to send a sack through. Okay, War dies. His overheal got stripped off by the sentry gun. He went down to 148 HP and then got headshot.
Was he running pain train? Did it make that much?
Wouldn't have made
a big difference, but they would have died regardless.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, he hits a crack shot on a fish cup.
Oh, this is good. This is good. There's 2 players down. Well, one's only respawned and he's coming back. It's War. He's walking back. Let's see if War's on the pain train. I'm trying to see. Oh, yep, he is on pain train.
Stefan just rushes Charlie, gets that frag.
Yep, that's a good pick to get. But we've still got the sentry gun watching low. Oh, Matty gets pressured heavily, but maybe the sentry gun is in fact working out, since they are trying to pressure through the right side, but the sentry gun just sees all that angle.
Yeah, it's actually pretty decent.
Yeah, Gazzy's healing it up, so it's actually doing a lot of work. The sentry gun spot is next level, so it's actually working.
Gazzy seems to know his engineer.
Gazzy is an off-class main now, it would seem. He's flex class.
He plays too much scout to be called flex, but we do have a Boxy on spy again. Yeah, he's still running with the... Oh, he's running the strangest. Like, Charlie will check this, I'm sure.
As Charlie goes
oh no, Charlie's gonna sack instead, okay.
I can't find Menti, like, can't really find anything there, but does not land a single point of damage. Voxtech is now in. Really deep.
I'd say he's got 15 seconds. Charlie, I'm predicting Charlie will spawn and spy check. There goes War again.
Yep, just a distraction play. Voxtech starting to get in position. As Gazzy wandering around on flex class. This is what Sigafu wanted. Push, yeah. May I remind you, this is what Sigafu wanted.
Yeah.
Oh, he's
in again.
He's in behind our cards.
He gets Cars.
He drops him, and that's huge for the side of the Germans. That's going to open things wide open for them, as they're going to be able to push on this last. I reckon they're going to wait for Voxtech to respawn before they might make their move, but War is getting ahead really early. None of his team have caught up with him just yet, and they popped out the Uber already. This isn't a good Uber at all. No one is in this. And they've only taken out the sentry gun, and OJ's getting pressured on top. The heals are now out for the side of Clarted, and Stefan getting pressured on this point. War here, not really doing too much on their side, but is layering down those stickies to try and get them down. But Fishcop dives on top of Matty and manages to kill the Demoman. It's just OJ trying to defend the point with Charlie, and they try and get the swords out, but OJ dies, and that's going to be a 1-0 to the Germans in 21 minutes.
Christ, that was a long... I'm not gonna lie, for some reason I thought it was already 1-0, but again, like, as he did in the Golden Cap, Boxy just kind of clutching it out with the spy play there. I guess because War died, they didn't want the spy checks, they didn't want to hold, they were just going to push out, and it just backfired. Oh, Clip very fast on at the point, he's just on to Matty already.
Oh, Matty insanely low, and carpet stickies down from War, nearly picks him up. We are seeing OJ going for a bomb, and takes him down. There's a really good bomb from OJ there, and they're starting to go across each side of the point, in fact. Voxtech is still in and might get cleaned up here by Gazzy, and Tomas just circling on Tetris there. Doesn't really find him, but Gazzy manages to find the kill. Charlie going in deep already to try and get a wall, but doesn't take him down. Menti's still dead, and that's Cars with a huge Uber advantage to work with, as they could equalise it back to 1-1. Kermit here.
Yep, and Stefan's getting the gun up, and I guess what's the more traditional NG spot. It's not actually that good. To be fair, like, I don't know why, myself included, I don't try something different. Like, right here where Stefan has his guns, it's okay. It'll deny a little bit of Uber if people try and jump round, but otherwise it's kind of useless. It can get spammed really easily from, like, both of the main entrances.
Yeah, from right side, like you said, top left, it's already dead.
Yep, there it goes. Yep, before the Uber's leaving out.
Yeah, now they've used the Uber, they're running straight into last, and the clip is up on the heavy, does get pressured heavily by Tomas and dies pretty much immediately. And this is looking very good for the side of Clarted. And the scouts are just having to try and clean up everything. In fact, but Stefan goes down, and Menti dies as well, gets pickaxed down by Charlie. And that's 1-1, Kermit.
That's the sort of round you want to see.
Yeah.
Nice and fast.
Nice and fast. They get the mid-fight, they kill Menti on the mid-fight, give him the full Uber ad, and they push into last.
Which is what I kind of expected to happen in Granary a lot more than this map, to be fair.
Bread and butter. 7 minutes left on the clock.
7-minute stalemate, golden cap number 3. Here we come.
Monka S. Right, so we're seeing another mid-fight take place. Hopefully we'll have another quick round ahead of us, and we can all get out of here. And Charlie is taking as much time as he can on top of that area right now, but Cars is just taking a little bit of damage, getting tickled gently by Fishcock, and does manage to surf away nicely. Stefan pressuring choke really deep, but Menti died in the backline. I didn't see how he died because I was focused on Cars surviving, as Cars is really out of there currently. He's not even on mid, and pressuring a little bit. So many red health bars for the side of the blue team.
Yeah, they've got really bad health. Like, at least they've played the cap though. They've got mid, so it's going to at least mean that they can't just that they get the forward spawns, and that Clarted can't just get straight onto them. Can't chase too deep, because they will have to capture mid. See, they might go Cappy with the Uber. At least Matty looks like he wants to go Cappy, but
Flowers.
Flower.
Yep, Menti is pretty close to Flowers. Tomas is now poking and prodding, but the heals haven't been called yet, so maybe they're going to rotate some players, and they're opting to go and leave potentially from Cafe, and Menti is out as soon as that Uber is called, and they're all the way through. Charlie is in deep, trying to get on top of Menti, but can't really find too much. Menti doesn't even take any damage. Up to 90% Uber right now. There's a good build coming out from Menti. If they can test now, they can block this mid-cap, but opting not to do it, as they send in Charlie immediately for a sack onto Fishcock. Finding loads of damage, they do take down Fishcock, which is a really good find. OJ is in deep as well. And looks like Menti is now charging forwards, and they're going for a rap play, in fact, Kermit. And
oh no, the time's fast.
And they've used Uber, and it looks like Cars is going to be back on this one. And Gazzy, oh my word,
okay,
Cars
they
gets
do
sandwiched
win.
and dies. Okay, yeah.
That was almost the play.
That was big. They didn't get the cap, in fact, though.
Yeah, so one of them, I think Charlie got forward spawn. And he's already been picked, and Menti's up at 75% Uber.
Off the back of 2 saws.
Yeah, that's so. Wait, I hear a gun. Yeah, I like this play. Tomas putting a gun up at forward. No, and he left spawn to heal the gun, so he just committed. He's putting a gun up on second. I like where the gun is though.
It's an interesting.
Don't know why he's
Charlie goes
in
in for a bomb. Doesn't find it,
of
unfortunately.
course. Oh, here comes OG as well.
No, opts
To
out.
no success. Does manage to save himself from fall damage and gets out.
Oh!
Oh no.
Box tech dies the level 1 sentry gun. Oh lol. Anyway, they're going to make their way into last here. Card still beating that Uber up, and Menti does pop really early, and the sentry gun is still level 1 on last because Tomas decided to build it on second. But Stefan is just opting to play the edge at this point, and it's getting so capped. There's so much cap time for the side of the blue side. Card's getting low as well. Clip going in for a sack directly onto the point. Warhead, yeah, cleaning everyone up. And it's huge as Matty again is getting really pressured off of this. Warhead is going to stab at the edge of the point. Pain train caps, and that's going to be 2-1 to the Germans. 4 minutes left on the clock.
That was like clip, I think it was, just at the end there got like so much damage onto like 3 people on point, and War cleaned up like 2 of them. Maybe 3? No, he got 2 of them. It's really nice from Clip getting tons of damage there, just towards the end. Can't believe that sentry got a kill.
Yeah, same. We've got another mid-fight happening right now as Matty AZN is catching an arrow really early on there to take a lot of damage from War. And they'll up until they go around to this cafe area, just standing on that roof, but they're sending Charlie for a bomb onto the clock tower there. Not really finding too much, but got two players waiting for arrows on the side of Clarted, and that's going to give them loads of room for the Germans to walk forwards as Charlie gets taken down. The three players down for the side of Clarted, and Ghazi is just going to opt to hide as Kaz did in fact die in the skirmish. And Matty AZN is just hiding in the corner, does get spotted out by Shocky and not going to find anything here. He's just going to get cleaned up as Ghazi's trying to block on mid as well. It's just an absolute disaster for the side of Clarted.
That was unfortunate. Ghazi was just waiting until it was like ×2 and point and figured they could go for the 1v1, but they were, I don't know why the Germans were so slow, but they were really close and just at cafe. And they're just going to go straight away in with the Uber. Level 1 gun does hit a scout, but
Ghazi's up on his main and he's getting loads of damage into War, but doesn't find anything. He does get flashed indeed. And Voxtech also catching that Uber as well to try and get some damage on top of OJ. Cars dies again, and very unfortunate for them. They're going to cancel one out. It's 3-1 to the Germans, getting some momentum here. And there is 2 minutes 26 left on the clock. It's going to be very tight if Clarted do this, but with the way that they play, I don't think that they're going to come back into this.
I think it might just be mathematically possible, but it's highly improbable.
Yep, they could take it back to another golden cap if they're fast, but we are seeing, I think I heard someone up, it's Matty AZN up on the quickies, landing some early damage onto War, pulling out the pocket strap. War gets low as well, and they go for the bomb immediately onto War, and they can't really find him though, however. It's just a big bomb coming out from Fishkov, and they do take down Cars immediately. And killing Cars there is probably the winning strategy. 1 minute 40. They all retreat as soon as they kill Cars as well. 1 minute 40 left on the clock, and I think that is it.
Just Menti goes down to Thomas. The scouts just got way too keen and just wanted to run onto point where they saw the demo. And Menti actually dies, but Stefan with a cleanup.
Indeedy.
He's showing OJ some respect and running away.
Yep, 1 minute 20 left on the clock here, so we are now into garbage time, so just going to cast this last bit while it comes to a fruition. Stefan getting on top of Cars there really early on, second, and trying to defend that one. Menti is now up on last box, up on the engineer, and just dishing out heals. Cars now has Uber advantage since Menti died, but Charlie dying there to some punch from War early on is going to prevent them from pushing this last really hard as Fishkov goes down on the top right area. The sentry gun up on the right side from Voxtech is going to deny most of this as they haven't got any spam classes to spam it yet. OJ now walking in, however, spots out the sentry gun, manages to take it down. Matty walking in really deep, clip up on the heavy, but Matty AZN dying there, and GG is called from the side of Clarted as they give up on this one and they all sack into last, and that's going to be GG well played. So the well, that's least doof. Well, that's least is doof. Sorry, I'm nailing this, boys. I've got it in the bag.
I'm not even attempting it, if you notice.
Yep. They win Division 1, and that's going to be GG. I honestly thought Clarted were going to win this one.
I guess I kind of thought they might, just based on the fact that I don't actually know anything about the German team. I didn't realise it was like kind of as stacked as it is. I also didn't know. I thought Ward played with them all season, but apparently he's just a sub. Also, want to say, did I say it would be 3-1?
You did.
So I feel like I did, but I'm not. I don't know.
Indeed. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, you did.
Hell yeah.
Well, so there we go, ladies and gentlemen. It's all over. After two maps of backwards and forwards and 2 golden caps, and then the map of Sunshine, the Germans will take away that first place medal in Division 1. So commiserations to Clarted in that game. Very well played from both sides. And just having a look over the logs, it looks like it was another game of Warher Yeah Pound, and a lot of follow-up coming out from Voxtech once again in these games, and a lot of feed from Fishkov and Clip.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
Charlie with 28 deaths, yeah.
Oof.
Like he was just trying to make as much space as he possibly could for the team.
We do indeed have interviews for this game. It would be.
Good afternoon, good afternoon.
Safe, lads.
Afternoon.
Alright, boys.
So we are joined by Matty, AZN, and OJ and Charlie. How's it going, guys?
Going alright.
It's going
a bit
great,
disappointed with the
going
result, to
great.
be honest. Fucking knackered, mate.
So, commiserations on that. What do you think lost it for you on Sunshine, and how did it feel playing this golden cap?
I think, right, Thomas was great. He was a great sub.
He played really well, but I think Vori not playing might have been a problem. He organised a night out and went on it.
Oh.
Yeah, so I hope he's having a good time. But
To a sleepover.
yeah,
for the
he's
first-
having a sleep.
For the first 20 minutes of Sunshine, it was just so
last
stalemate.
all
And
game.
then we beefed a push, and then we just got sent to last, and then that pretty much sealed the deal after we couldn't get around.
Unfortunate for you guys. I mean, I did think that you guys were going to come into this and smack the Germans and teach them what for.
So did we.
That was my prediction coming into this.
Yeah, scrims have been good. We pretty convincingly beat them. What was it, last week in the previous official?
The upper bracket final,
Yeah, something like
in
that.
regular season.
Yeah. So like we were pretty not too confident, but we were thinking we were the better team, but got proven wrong.
Yeah, I've got to defend my boys
Hello,
from this
Wahaya.
smack talk, right? These guys play
No.
so boring, it's unreal. I don't understand
Gross.
how they can sort of complain when they just
We're not
sit on
complaining.
last, go Highlander, and just do
We're not
nothing
complaining,
at
no.
all. It's like, that's why you lost, because you guys play so predictably.
I'm
We were
trying
we
to
played
get people
that
to push.
official,
We're
and
holding
we were
all
like,
game.
okay, so these guys just want to sit on last forever, make us wipe and then push off that, and then we just started playing it as boring as they do. Honestly, what was it? Gazzy was complaining about Granary because something actually happened and you couldn't sit on last for the whole of it.
Something like that. Yeah.
It's like on
Yeah.
Sunshine, you try and push last and they've got a sentry, a sniper, a heavy, and it's like, oh my god, this is so boring.
Yeah, Kars's calls have been a bit defensive recently, but we're trying to win. We weren't good enough though, so we didn't win. But we tried our hardest.
I was going to say congratulations to War on winning that one, but you went
I
off on a
mean-
rant.
I want to smack talk my team because I'm so fucking annoyed on Granary, because when both of my soldiers feed when we're winning the game and I'm on second, I'm just like, alright, they're going to push into second, I'm just going to spam them, we're going to rotate and just leave to last, so then they can't do anything, we just waste time. Both of my fucking soldiers just die. It's like, oh my god, guys. You know, they wanted me to main call. It's like, this is why I don't main call. Just don't listen to my fucking calls.
Well, me and Kermit were saying throughout all of those games that we thought on Granary that you would become an absolute pound beast, and it did turn out that that was exactly it, with Voxtech cleaning up on pretty much all of your damage, and ends up with like highest frags in the game. Your map pick was Granary, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Did you have any thoughts about that? Was it just a favourite map for you guys that you did better on, or?
I'm just subbing for this team. I don't know what their favourite maps are, so I just let them pick whatever.
Okay. So it's just War Pound Town, doesn't matter what the map is, War will eat you alive.
I prefer to not play Sunshine and Process because they're both the most boring maps in existence. But honestly, I don't care because this isn't my team. I'm just here to raise the German flag in this Mumble channel and represent them, and I'm sure they'll be really happy with how I'm doing it. So I'm all right with Granary. I don't like Process or Sunshine because they're really slow maps, but I don't know. I was kind of confident that we could win because they kind of play the exact same way most of the time. So it was kind of easy to, apart from Process, because I find that map really annoying and boring as well. But Sunshine and Granary, it was kind of like easy to predict what they were going to do. It was just trying to convey that message to everybody else to explain this is what they're going to do, so we need to do this in response.
Oh, yeah, News asks in the chat as well, have you got any comments on your nutty double air shot on last on Granary?
That didn't happen.
I mean, it's just the standard stuff, isn't it?
Standard Warhammer thing.
I mean, I hit him once, I was like, yeah, this kid isn't going to airstrafe. He doesn't know the concept, so I was going to do it. I mean, I hit 4 pipes in that last in a row. That's the most amazing thing. I smacked him with 4 pipes and then hit
No
the
wonder
double at the end.
Yeah, no wonder you got such high DPM then. But on the flip side of that, Charlie, Matty, and OJ, do you guys, why do you feel like you favoured Process quite heavily? But how well have you guys been doing on those maps? Is it just something you guys prefer playing, or is it something you have pre-planned?
Don't have a lot pre-planned. Process is probably our best map, if not Snake, so we try and get that. Then the rest of it is just try and be better on the day, and yeah, bank on that. It didn't work well.
It is what it is.
Yeah, OJ, you got anything to say?
Nah, not really, mate. Other than I got absolutely demolished on Granary mid. I think it was.
Oh, Fishkov, when he ate
Hit a
you.
double
yeah.
air shot or something I
Lad,
heard in
I
comms.
got obliterated.
Well, fair enough. Anything from you, Kermit?
Nada. I think we've
Fantastic.
summed it all up.
Thanks. Right, we're going to go to a few shoutouts. So shoutouts from you, Charlie.
Shout out James if he's out there anywhere. Shout out Catbakar and Astro, I'm thinking. Yeah.
Matty AZN shoutouts.
And thank you for producing casting, sorry.
Oh, thanks.
Shout out Charlie, shout out my team, shout out Gink, shout out Puffy.
Shoutouts from OJ.
Shout out Blame, good bloke. Shout out my team, been a laugh this season. Shout out James as well, another good bloke.
Shoutouts from War.
Get good, idiots. You got rep by an old man that's got arthritis and is going to suffer from Alzheimer's soon. Good game from my Germans team. I'm not playing for you next season, so find another German. And thank you everybody for casting and producing.
Kermit.
Shout to Stephen TF2.
Fantastic.
That is it.
Shout out to Thompson as well.
Oh, big. Shoutouts to Beta for producing this. Thank you very much. And shoutouts to Copenhagen Games, because that's going to be good for you guys. Hopefully you have a good time there. And shoutouts to Team Rush as well. And that's all from us at Team Fortress TV for this season. So thanks everyone for tuning in for that. And we'll catch you next season. Bye-bye!